All right, welcome back everybody to session 2 of the Fallen playtest, The Tunnels of Tuntin. We are joined by our lovely cast once again, and we are kind of going to just kind of get straight into things here. Give me 1 second. And let me go ahead and turn down my music a bit. Perfect. Okay. So let me read you guys something that I have prepared. So you guys ended last session after saving Ulfric Warwinter from the Mountain Maw tribe den, after basically slaughtering all of the inhabitants. I think a couple got away, but the majority were skewered, chopped, or burned. You guys you left the cave, went ahead and spent the night. You guys were all exhausted after a pretty intense couple hour of fighting, basically. And you guys kind of waited out the rest of the night, camped. Nothing of concern really happened. You guys get up early the next day, got back on the road. You guys know that you probably have about, half a day to 3/4 of a day to get to Tuntin, so you guys get on the road and get moving. A day and a night back on the road, kicking up red dust, listening to Ulfric's stories, brings you to an old scarecrow, loose clothes hanging off a cross made from an old pitchfork and pickaxe, with a sign nailed to its chest. Welcome to Tuntin, it reads. Cutaway to, in town, a barkeeper looks in a mirror and washes some blood off his knuckles before applying a salve to his black eye. Elsewhere, a cowardly mayor hastily closes the shutters of his office to avoid being seen by thugs in the streets, all dressed in lavender. And all the while, underground, in that deep dark place, a creature with a single great green eye cackles quietly to itself as it sorts through a collection of bones. It senses your arrival and whispers, "Welcome to Tuntin." Okay. You guys bound over the hill and you guys are walking towards Tuntin. So your journey along the rutted. Oh, by the way, if would one player share their screen for everybody else so that they can have access to the map?
I can do that.
Thank you, sir.
Just pull me over to the board.
And you guys aren't perfect. Let me go ahead and drag y'all over. But you guys can view Grant's. And actually, you know what, Grant? You don't have the invite code, do you?
I'm on the Fallen thing.
That's not the one. No. Here.
Oh, gotcha.
Take this code, join that Tailspire one. And when you get the chance, Grant, please just go ahead and share your screen. So,
Sure thing.
Your journey along the rutted tracks reveals the first glimpse of Tuntin. The town comprises of around 40 to 50 modest log buildings, some of which rest on ancient fieldstone foundations. The newer structures encircle the town's outskirts, intermingled with remnants of old ruins, crumbling stone walls that are now adorned with ivy and entwined in briars. These remnants are a testament to Tuntin's grandeur in past centuries. Most of the contemporary buildings flank the cart tracks, which expand into a somewhat muddy main street as it ascends towards the dilapidated manor house, situated on the eastern hillside of the town. As you draw near, you observe children playing on the town green, while townfolk are preoccupied with their daily tasks, darting to and from shops. Many eyes briefly rise to acknowledge your presence, then return to their duties as you pass by. They're in a hurry. Up above, you see storm clouds gathering, and wind is rushing around you. It's probably about 6 p.m. as you guys finally get in to Tuntin. Okay. So you guys go ahead. Grant, were you able to join? Let me go ahead and add you to your character here. 1 second.
Yeah, see, we got a monkey.
Yeah, I got you. I'm
Cool.
gonna add you.
Are these is that character size accurate? Is he just like 3 feet tall?
He's kind of on all fours.
Yeah.
He's not that short.
Ooh. Oh.
How tall are you, Aronoff?
Let me look at the. Where are you?
So as you guys do kind of approach Tuntin, though, you see Ulfric, your all's traveling companion now. You see him like visibly relax and kind of just take a deep breath, and he seems like
Yeah,
satisfied to
you
be
know
off the
what?
road.
We're gonna go with 4'8".
Nice,
It's the height of it enough.
nice. Write it on your sheet. Okay.
Yes.
I need everybody here. Let's get some dice rolls. I need everyone to make me a perception check as you enter town, except for your character, Grant.
Dang. My perception is
So
terrible.
you get a
Never
0
mind.
crater. I need dice rolls from everybody else, and I can roll if you need me to roll for you. Perception checks from everybody, please.
I got a 3.
Yes. Second.
So you got who said 3? Was that you, Larkin, or Brock? Got a 3.
Me, Squaff.
Gotcha. Okay, very good.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. And then Brock.
A 1.
Okay. So as you guys enter town with this kind of overcast coming in, you guys can notice that like you can smell rain is coming. You two, as you walk into town, nobody else notices. On a distant building that's probably 2 to 3 stories tall, you see, and it's kind of getting hard because like the overcast and it's starting to turn to night. You see a hooded black figure kind of leaning up against a chimney looking at you, and once it notices that you notice it, it's going to go ahead and duck down, and you're going to lose sight of it. And only you two know this, so you guys can tell people, or you don't have to. You guys can keep it to yourselves, but you do notice that.
Hey, there's somebody
Guys,
kind of suspicious
I noticed something
hanging
over
out near
there.
that building.
Looks
Not sure
like
what's
someone was
going
watching
on,
us.
But he was just standing there, and now he's trying to kind of duck away from us.
Kind of see as Ulfric kind of turns and goes, "What?" And he kind of like looks paranoid now. Where?
Over there,
Right
behind
over there,
the
that
railing.
2-story building. He was just standing there, looking at us, and he's kind of avoiding us now.
Kind of like just kind of strokes his big beard. Let's just keep on guard then, shall we? We're all gonna have a talk. As he kind of motions you guys forward as you guys come into town. You guys do have a cart in tow. Who would be driving the cart?
Malgon.
Malgon, you're on the cart. You've gotten pretty comfortable driving the cart as you guys clear into town. Okay. And as you guys do, you guys come around a bend. You guys see what appears to be a kind of local trader. He's hurrying, and we're going feet over the mind. I'm showing some stuff on screen, but just to give you a rough sense of things. But you see as kind of like people are hurriedly running about. There appears to be this kind of rather burly, it's like an older orckin guy, or ogrekin guy that you could tell in his youth was very like strong and athletic, but he's probably 60 at this point, and he's kind of got this like grayed hair, and he's like hurriedly bringing stuff inside. It looks like he had some stands set up out here, and he kind of notices you guys as you walk into town, and he's gonna kind of look towards all of you and go, "Oi there! Where'd you get that cart?"
I don't think that's any of your concern.
"It's my fucking cart," as he kind of nods his head. "Are you Burrobards, boys?" "Man, you guys don't fucking talk. I said, are you Burrobards, boys?"
Not me.
Not. He kind of looks. "Then you stole this cart?"
This is no. Coming out, boys. Yes, we're Burrobards, man.
Okay.
Who might you be?
Jokers over here. Jeez. "Well, here, I'm the one that's to pay you," as he kind of begins to reach into his sack here. "Name's Barton," and he kind of like looks at you all. "I'm the runner of this fine establishment," as he points behind you, and you can see a sign on the wall that says Barton's Bedrock Provisions. "And I also run the..." "Oh," and he kind of notices Ulfric. "What are you up to, Ulfric?" As he kind of walks over and kind of extends an arm, and Ulfric, who looks like weathered and tired, kind of extends a hand. "It's good to see you, Bedrock. there was trouble on the road. Yeah, I figured as much. Hey, this one over here, and he's gonna gesture over his shoulder, and you see a figure kind of leaning up against, kind of tapping their foot impatiently, kind of leaning on the side of the wall underneath what looks to be kind of the outcrop of the roof. Would you like to describe your character, Gale?
Oh, yes. As everyone approaches, they see a about 6 foot tall, rather average build mudblood. He has very fine features. Obviously, takes great care of himself. He's got clear skin, blonde, flowing, curly locks. He's got those gray A10 eyes. And his clothing is immaculate, except for the cuffs of his pants that are a little bit muddy. He's wearing like fine, noble vestments, and on his hip he carries an exquisite, very finely made and ornate rapier.
Cool, very cool. Can I get for everyone's just a refresh from last time? And actually, if you guys would like, if you have the repo pulled down, you can hit Control P and search for Gale, Gail, to see what he kind of looks like. Malgon, would you go ahead and briefly describe your character?
So, Malgon is, kind of tall. You can tell he's a Yetikin. He's 6 foot 2-ish. You can tell he's seen the the troubles of war before, and he carries around a big Dane axe and a bow with him, with the new recently acquired Morning Star.
Sweet, awesome. And if you Control P for Malgon, you guys can see what Malgon looks like. Aeronath, would you mind describing yourself briefly?
Aeronaut. Hi, I'm Aeronaut. I'm a monkey monk.
So this is a description, just like you're not actually
Okay,
introducing yourself. Yeah, it's just like a description.
Well, Aeronaut is quite literally Apekin. So he's dressed in robes, rather short but a bit stocky, and he's nimble on his feet. About it.
Cool. Awesome. If you Control P for Aeronath, you guys can see Aeronath. Squath, would you mind describing your character briefly?
Squath is 5'11", Phoenixkin, in his like mid-20s. He's carrying around a short spear and wearing leather armor. He has black hair.
Sweet, awesome, cool. If you guys Control P for Squath, you can see Squath. And then finally, Crater, would you mind describing yourself briefly?
We got Crater Oublé. He is in his young 20s. He's an ogrekin. He's 6'5", bit chubby, and he's wearing some light leather armor, and he's carrying this big Dane axe with him.
Cool. If you Control P for Crater, you can see him as well. Okay, so you guys kind of size each other up, and Barton here goes, "This one over here has been waiting for you. Is Beauregard with you at all?" And he kind of like looks slowly, and Ulfric's just kind of shake his head. "There was an attack on the road. That's why we were delayed. They kidnapped me and Beauregard, a couple vermkin on the road. Look, time is of the essence. Is the townmaster in?" And you see as Barton here kind of like rolls his eyes, like that'll be much help, as he kind of like gruffly kind of like rolls his eyes. "But yeah, you can go check. You better hurry before the storm. I'm sure he's hiding in his office again." And Ulfric here is gonna kind of nod his head. He's going to turn to you guys and say, he's going to walk over and look at you, Gale, and go, "So, what's your name, son?" As he kind of like extends his hand.
Gale's gonna look at the hand. He's just like resting his wrist lightly atop his rapier on his hip, and says, "Gale Holdlaw, I assume you're Beauregard's associate, then?"
"Indeed. Are you the runesmith boy that he brought on?"
Runesmith. Yes, I am his associate through my father, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I see that Beauregard's not with you all. Obviously he's been captured. Fantastic. All right, listen.
Well, it's not the end of the world. There's still
Well,
things to be
he
done.
might be dead, so that is kind of the end of the world.
You see,
Regardless,
this is like he looks like a little bit like distressed when you say that. Like he kind of knows it, but he's like he doesn't. It's like pointing out the obvious.
regardless, what you said was correct. Time is of the essence. And he looks to the rest of the party and says, he just does like an elegant bow and says, "Gale Holdlaw, pleasure to make your acquaintances. Introductions will wait for later. Let us get forth, all right?"
Well,
Yes.
hold on there. Time is of the essence, but we got to do things smart around here. He's gonna look around. Okay, first order in business. He's gonna turn. He's gonna walk over and mutter something to Barton here, who's gonna kind of nod. He's gonna be kind of walking off for a second. He's just getting something for me. For the rest of you, that cave that we were at, I don't know if you remember seeing that. All those marked crates. Those belong to Lynette over at the Beast Shield. I guarantee she's missing a caravan trade. Might be able to go sell that information or go retrieve those for her. I don't really know. There's more things we need to talk about at some point about this whole business operation, but I need to talk to the town master first. We also need to get the sheriff involved. Sheriff Clint. He'll make this all right. We'll be able to get a posse together and go find Burrow Bard. I'm gonna go set up at the town master's hall and go talk nicely with him. But I need you all to just lay low, and he kind of turns around as Barton is kind of coming back, and you see he's got like what looks to be like a small like satchel and pack, and he's gonna hand it over to Ulfric, and Ulfric's gonna go ahead and reach in. He's gonna pull out a sack and go, "I said I owe each of you 50 gold or bronze pieces, not gold, bronze pieces for y'all's troubles getting me back safe." So he is going to go ahead, and for the 4 of you that helped last time, he's going to pay each of you what, like 12 point. We'll call it. So there's 12. That's 48. No, that's perfect. 12.5. So each of you gets 12.5 bronze, or 12 bronze and 50 copper. Okay. Is everyone able to add that to their character sheets, or does anyone need me to do that for them?
I'll do it.
Okay. So
I
it's
can do it.
It's 12 bronze, 50 copper pieces. And he's going to kind of nod. And as he's doing that, Barton here is going to kind of turn to you guys, and he's checking the cart while he's paying. He goes, "Looks like everything's in order. I'll pay you 2 while we're at it." And he's going to go ahead and he's going to whip out his little coins. Actually, he's going to walk inside, grab his coin sack, come out, and he's going to pay each of you 10 bronze coin for delivering the supplies. So in everyone, you should have added a total of 20 bronze coins, or 22 bronze coins, and 50 copper coins. And they're both going to kind of nod to you, and Ulfric's going to nod to Barton. "Keep an eye on the boys, will you? I'll be back." And he's going to go ahead and walk down the street. And you see Barton here kind of scratches his beard a bit. And at this moment, you guys see this super fat, obese white cat kind of like come out from underneath the tables, like where he's bringing everything in. And it's this like super old, fat white cat. And he's walking around and he goes, "Buddy, what you doing out here?" And Buddy like kind of runs over to him, and you kind of see as he kind of walks over and he's like panting really hard. Oh, and he's gonna go ahead and pick up Buddy. "Y'all need to be careful and gentle with my buddy here. He's Sister Grellin says he's got he's asthmatic, or whatever that means. Just means he don't breathe too good." And he's gonna pick him up. "Well, I think he's gonna kind of dust off his head. Them Stoneseekers brothers would never forgive me if I turned away such good friends and turned you out on the street. So stay the night. I'm cooking dinner and making steak. If you all want, you can head over to," and he kind of gestures over his shoulder, "to the, I own 2 businesses in town. People have been clearing out lately with the whole, thug problem," as he kind of like looks around, "which you might want to be careful about." He kind of looks at all of you. "Y'all look pretty competent. Y'all looking to do some work, or? I know your current employer is kind of indisposed at the moment."
What kind of work?
"There's some local ruffians that have been terrorizing the town for a while and driving people out ever since the mine's been slowing down. But if y'all wouldn't mind, they're called the Lavender Lancers. You can see the assholes walking around the street with all that damn purple on. You know you got one of the assholes. They're violent, and fucking Town Master Harbin just won't do anything about them. They're making the place hard to live in, and people are clearing out.
I can't speak for the rest of my party, but I'm willing to help out.
All right. Well, here, let me feed y'all, and we can talk more over it about dinner. Oh, he kind of looks at her. And you? Oh, I'm sorry. Were you saying something there?
Well, so long as payment is in the talks, then of course. But I must ask, what are they doing in town to earn so much scorn? I mean, I like the color palette, I must admit.
He's gonna go and nod. I can definitely get you a reward. You just give me a day or two, and I'll go. There's plenty of people around here that everyone wants them gone. He kind of, and you guys at this point, can I have everyone here? Actually, we'll go on the based off the highest perception check last time. So actually, no, I'm pretty obvious. So you guys can kind of see, because he's kind of got this like cowboy hat pulled down in the kind of the dark light, but you can see that Barton here, kind of just by looking up and down, he has a black eye and a split lip, and you can see his knuckles are slightly like scabbed over, and he's gonna kind of mutter, well, I don't know, they came in about 2 months ago, and at first they were just some local mercenary group that we kind of brought into the town to try to help police a little bit, but then they wouldn't leave, and then they started getting bigger, and then people that weren't even from around here started joining. I don't know, we don't even know where they operate out of, but the problem is now there's no lawmen anymore. The sheriff's disappeared somewhere, Sheriff Clint. They're just being thugs. They're stealing from people, asking for payments on. I mean, I have to pay them a percentage of everything I make. That's why, and he kind of like gestures with his hands. I would let them, and they beat it out of me. They're just thugs, and they're taking over the town. And the town master's not going to do anything about it. And to be honest, I can't get any word from Redwall either. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Every time I send out a messenger, nothing ever gets back. I mean,
would Gale potentially know like the political situation that's causing that in Redwall?
You have more. You can go ahead and make me a general knowledge check. You have, and the reason why it's general knowledge, you have kind of explicit knowledge of Emerald Falls.
Yeah.
So political stuff, which kind of is attached, but Redwall is its own beast, and it's a full-on city, and the governmental structure, while it encompasses your guys' stuff, it's kind of another tier. So you can go ahead and make me a general knowledge check. I'll say it's a level 2.
Rolling. I got a 2.
Yeah, you have no idea. Like, you know that the House Reddington, they're very responsible. And if there was like ruffians like taking over a town, beating up business owners and stuff, that somebody would have been sent to take care of this. And in your mind, the only reason that this wouldn't have happened is, I mean, corruption is pretty non-existent in that government. It's pretty brutal. Like, they're very brutal about like rooting stuff out. You would think that maybe, I mean, while you were traveling here on the road, you did encounter some vermkin and some bandits. So maybe they're getting picked off, but you can't say for sure.
Might be because the situation on the roads. I doubt that would fully.
Well, speaking about the roads, there's been a lot more. I mean, there's fucking bandits over by Worm Tor now. There's vermkin attacking people on the. I mean, you're the first people to make it through in, I don't know, weeks. And then on top of that, people keep disappearing. I mean, speaking about Burbard's brothers, 2 of them, I haven't seen them in 10 days. And we were expecting them like 4 days ago. I mean, I know
has brothers.
Of course, yeah. He kind of like looks at you. Yeah, Burbard has 2 brothers, Thard and Nundro. They're, I mean, it's hard to tell them apart, but they're nice folk, and they eat a lot and they drink well, so they're very generous. And to be honest with you, without Burbard, and I mean, his whole idea was to bring like the economy back to this town. He had some harebrained idea that he wouldn't tell anybody about to, I don't know, make us all wealthy again, and things have just been rough, and you kind of just see that like Barton is just kind of he looks exhausted in his eyes, like he's been dealing with a lot of shit recently. But it doesn't matter. We're not gonna give up. We're not just gonna roll over for some thugs to take over our town.
Well, it's not like House Reddington just give up because of a couple of bandits. So there's something probably else going on. Regardless, we, as long as a reward is assured, we will. He looks at the others. We, I suppose, We'll help you in this. We'll. By the way, are you all right with those lavender lancers? You all right with them ending up dead?
I mean, as long as they're out of town, but I would prefer it if you didn't kill them if you don't have to, but if that's the way it goes, I mean, they don't like being pushed around either. Speaking of which, he's going to look around all of you. Let's get introductions out of the way as he kind of looks up, though, as the storm kind of is blowing in. But why don't we take care of that inside as he kind of gestures over towards the inn. And anybody that'd like to can follow.
Crater follows.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Going in.
Cloth goes in too.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna drag everybody this way. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Where is my inn? It's over here. And you guys go ahead and walk through the town. And as you guys kind of do, you see the storm clouds blowing in. You see, as you guys are walking down the street, you would see townspeople like hurriedly running around. You do see a couple people in lavender cloaks kind of moving around. They're kind of, as you kind of come in, they're noticing you and they're looking at you, but they don't really do anything about it. They don't. Oh shit, no. Oh no, did I just lose everybody? Where'd I put you guys? I put you on top of the house here. Okay, I'll just have to teleport you in one by one. But yeah, you guys go ahead. You make it into the inn. As you guys kind of walk inside, you guys can see in clear, bold letters on the front, the Bedrock Inn. And you guys get inside. You guys come inside. It looks like, for as nice as an establishment as this is, you'd expect there to be a lot more people, but you don't. Seems like seems like the town's drying up a little bit. And you see as Barton here is going to start preparing you guys a full course meal and start cooking. But before he does, he's kind of introduce himself to each of you, and so you'll walk up to Malgon. What's your name, bud? As he kind of puts out his hand.
Malgon.
Nice to meet you, Malgon. Shakes your hand. He's going to walk over to Aronoff, and you? Hello?
Hello?
Aronoff? Nice to meet you. Actually, I think Burrowbod might have mentioned you once. You don't, you're pretty youthful. You take care of yourself, don't you?
I sure do.
Kind of nods. He's gonna walk over to Crater. And you, big guy?
Crater. And he sticks out his left hand.
And he
for a
sticks out his
handshake.
left, and they do the forearm handshake. It's like an ogrekin thing. And then he's gonna walk over, and he's gonna extend his hand to Squath.
Name's Squath.
Nice to meet you. And then I already know you, as he kind of gestures over to Gale. Okay,
How you do?
Well, now that we all know each other, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna set up a big bunch of food for you guys. And I'll just say that this is like kind of the meal over here. And with that, you guys can dig in. It's a full course meal. You see steak, potatoes. It's like a cowboy dinner. And you can tell that, like, I mean, the things are rough around here right now. So he's like going out of his way to provide you guys like a good meal. And he doesn't seem to apparently. He hasn't asked you for any payment or anything, and he just lets you guys do this. Well, dig in, boys, and if you guys like, you guys can eat. You can talk amongst yourselves. I would assume that you guys might at least want to talk between you guys and Gale, as he is a new guy. Or you guys could ask, what's his name, about the Lavender Lancers. It's whatever you guys want to do.
Aronoff is kind of starving right now. He sees that meat. He has to tear off a big old leg and just really tear into it.
Just get grinding it, just slurping down
Yeah,
this
he's-
delicious barbecue.
Like as he's doing that, Gale just like looks to him like slightly haughty expression. Just looks at the others and says, "Well, you all know my name, Gale the whole law. It's you all are Barrowbard's associates, correct?"
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
right. Well, with him missing, I think it would be apt to find him, as he does. I withhold some payment from him, but regardless, he should be kept alive because he's a good man and he knows my father. And beyond that, I must ask, you were simply here to deliver that caravan, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
Actually, so you guys would know that you guys are sent to deliver the caravan, but that was like the first taste of bringing you guys onto some kind of secretive business venture that Burrowbard had cooking up in the wider Tuntin area.
Beauregard had also brought to us a puzzle, and we don't know what
Puzzle?
that is really for.
Puzzle. Would you happen to have it?
If
I
remember,
don't.
Only like 4
If-
times.
I have it here in my backpack. I can get it for you. Hands it over.
so you go ahead and you see a puzzle box. It's kind of like if you've played Skyrim before, it's like the Dwemer Cube, but it looks like it's made of blue crystal. And it's kind of looks like it has all these like mismatched like shapes on it and stuff. It looks kind of like maybe like a Rubik's Cube, where if you could like turn it and spin it, that if you had everything lined up, then you'd solve it, whatever that does.
Gail's gonna look at it and says, "Right, that's quite confusing. Did he say anything about what this is about? It seems a rather fine piece to send with full respect, a motley crew. Do you know what this is?"
Kratos was just shaking his head. He's just devouring everything on the table.
If you would like, I will allow you to make a runesmith knowledge check. So it'd literally just be your vocation roll.
All right, that's what I was gonna ask for anyway. All right, sweet. I'm rolling runesmith. I got a 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and you're just trying to interpret like what
this is.
it appears to be a contraption. You realize that this is kind of a warding rune. Basically, unless you solve the box, there's no way to get at what's inside of it here. And it seems to be made by a fine craftsman, though you can tell that some modifications have recently been made. Maybe, or like something about
like
it.
Open and something put inside of it.
Yeah, like something you can tell kind of by like the energy as it kind of courses through it, as you kind of lay your fingers upon it and you focus your thoughts across the rune surface. That, and if you jangle it, like you can hear something inside.
All right. So Gale is gonna look at it and he's gonna set it on the table. He's gonna reach into his satchel and pull out like this thick, heavy, embroidered book that is like made hard leather, and it's got like a golden strap on the back. It's sit on the table with like a hefty thump, and says, "All right, one moment." He's gonna open up his rune book, and he's gonna try to use that and try to solve the puzzle box.
Okay, cool. You can attempt to make me a general knowledge check. Okay, because it's just like raw problem-solving skills.
Can I assist with runesmith?
You may assist with runesmith.
All right, rune scholar, not runesmith, but
It's
that's
the it should be runesmith.
basically the same
It
thing.
should
Yeah.
be runesmith, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, here's my rune scholar roll, or runesmith roll. Oh shit, I got a 6.
Oh my gosh! No!
Okay, so that's
no!
a plus 3. So that's a plus 3. Okay, I might bomb this next one. So let's see. So I got 3. Okay, what is the CL of this check?
The CL is only like 4.
Okay, so here we go. Oh my gosh, I got another 6.
Oh my gosh!
That's a 9.
Wow.
Holy crap.
That's a 9.
Oh no. Okay. Well, you guys sit there and you see as he kind of pushes all the plates aside and he makes a space, and you guys just watch this man fucking work. And you can see as like he's doing some kind of complex math and like some kind of positional relation stuff, and he's recording all this information as he goes through it. And at a certain point, you just see him like it clicks in his head, and there's some kind of algorithm he starts running on this cube, and he just runs it, and he just slotting these things around like a Rubik's cube, and then you guys see this little faint release of blue light, and you feel as the cube kind of, and you can pull it apart if you want.
All right, as he like finishes it and it clicks, he's just gonna look at it and just like sit on the table and say, "Well, that was quite fun." How long did that take? Like 2 minutes? My
Yeah,
best is 1 minute.
it's supposed to take like a long rest worth of time, like like a couple out like while you're like in between your long rests to do that. But no, you just blitzed it like a fucking genius.
Yeah. Light work. All right. Well, let's see what's inside.
Gain a destiny point. That was awesome.
that was absurd.
That was really cool. Man, okay.
Right.
That was supposed to be hard to get. Okay. So you open it up?
He just reaches over and is like, well, I thought Barabar would invest in better security for whatever secret he has in here, but let's see what's inside, why don't we? And he's gonna crack it open.
You crack it open, and out falls a crystal blue key.
Ooh.
And inside there appears to be a note.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to read the note?
As he cracks it open, he's gonna look at the key. It's made out of crystal, right?
It is made out of, yes, it is.
Ooh. Like what color crystal? Blue, like
it's blue crystal, but it's not like super elegant. It's more of like geometrical, but it's very finely, precisely made, and it feels like remarkably heavy for like what it is. Like even if it's made of crystal, it's like kind of heavier than you think, almost like a lead.
Well, all right. And he sets that down on the table, and he's gonna look at the note and says, reach into his satchel, pull out his reading glasses, and just take a look at the note.
And you look at the note, and it's just an invoice.
Well,
it says Weeping Anvil Industries, 100 bronze, signed Kilroy.
Kilroy? Who the fuck is Kilroy? Well, that's rather boring. I thought it was going to be something incredible. The key is interesting, at least. Borobo, excuse me, your name. He looks at the innkeeper. Apologies, I forgot.
It's Barton Bedrock.
Barton. Do you, here, he's going to hand him the note. You know anything about that? That's, rather strange.
That appears there to be an invoice.
Well, the names and the cost of it. Do you know anything about that?
It's a stupid. I mean, that's kind of a horrible thing to name your kid. Kind of jokes. Kind of looks around, because that old story.
Yes. We all know Kilroy the Fool.
For those that don't know, if you're in like broader Redwall culture, there's like a famous like folks tale about this Kilroy guy who back when the country was founded, he was a servant of Serana Reddington, and he ended up dying. And that's what the story's about.
Real try hard, that one. He was something. Well, regardless of that children's story, the key is rather interesting. Don't know who the fuck would make a key out of crystal. I mean, come on, it's crystal. You think about all the cleavage and the breakpoints. It's fucking absurd.
It kind of like scratches his head. I think. Nah, it escaped me. I don't know. It somehow looks familiar, but I can't remember from where.
Carry on. Do you remember like the general time frame?
Nope.
Or you might have. No, nothing.
Nah.
No, that's rather unfortunate.
Familiar. I mean, if it's from Burrowbard, you can go ask Burrowbard, or maybe the Ulfric fella.
Burrowbard is Ulfric.
Good idea. I don't know.
Good idea.
Anyways, here, and he's gonna start clearing off some plates and leave you guys to it. Would anybody else like to look at the key or
Gale
talk amongst yourselves?
hasn't gone to eat it. Gale hasn't gone to eat anything yet.
Well, he's not cleaning up. He's just cleaning up a couple plates.
Okay. Gale's gonna set the key down. Like, look at that if you might. Seems rather interesting. I'm gonna start eating. I'm rather famished, and he's gonna start eating while the others do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
Malcolm picks up the key and examines it closely.
Okay.
Says, "This must be something important if this is what we got ambushed for."
Would you go ahead and make me a perception check, Malgon?
Mm-hmm. 4.
You go ahead and take the key, and as you look at it, you kind of notice that, like towards where like the not the key tip hole, but like where you'd hold like where like it's like it's a key at the end, and there's a rounded kind of like almost like a crystal like coin attached, kind of to where you put your hand. And you hold it up, and you're like waving around the light, and then you notice something, and your keen eyes kind of peer into it, and you look into the crystal, and you swear it's almost like looking through blue glass, and you're looking at some other place.
What the hell is this? You
What's
see this?
happening?
You see this, Squath? I hold it in front of Squath's eyes.
Squath, you take it, you peer at it, you see what appears to be a like room somewhere. You can see a stone wall overhead of you and various like mining implements lay around, like laid up against the wall. There's some kind of forge in the middle of the room, but it's kind of weird as like you're peering at it. It's almost like everything is kind of like at a fisheye lens.
It's like some kind of window to some place.
Oh, what were you showing now? He's like, Gale's got like a mouthful of bread right now. He's like, what are you showing now? What?
I'll toss the coin over to, or toss the crystal key over to Gale.
Oh, Gale like grabs in the air like really sloppily, like, don't toss this
Make
around.
me a
It's
sleight of
probably
hand check.
fragile.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
See if I drop it or
Make
not.
it 2. You were eating food in your mouth full.
I got a 1.
You toss the key and you fumble it as it falls, and it's gonna land right in the mashed potatoes.
Oh, don't toss. Fucking.
It was a good toss. It was a good toss. You just didn't catch it.
He's gonna pull it out, like start like wiping it off of his napkin. It's like, don't toss such things when I'm eating, please.
So you got feet for hands, Gale?
No, I had bread in hands. All right, he's gonna clean it off and he's gonna like look through it.
You look through it and you see roughly what I just described for Squaff.
He's gonna like slowly turn, like rotate around while he's looking through the key.
Yeah, it's a room. You can see a forge. You would recognize this as a rune forge, but this is unlike anyone you've ever seen. But it's hard to make out specific details because of the distortion of the lens. But you do notice, like, you're looking around. Do you look down at all?
Yeah, sure. Just like I'm
You
looking
look
up,
down-
looking down.
You try to look down, and you kind of get blocked by something. It's almost like you're looking like there's like some kind of something, and it's really close to you. You look down, you can't look down where you'd see your feet. Like something's blocking it.
Oh. I look like a little bit to like the down to the left. Is like a table beneath me or something?
You can't. It's almost like when you look down, there's just like kind of like a rounded like black something, and you just can't see beneath it, and you're too close to it to really observe what it is.
All right. I think as a player, I think I know what this is. Should I roll something to see if Gale knows what it is?
No. You can assume what you want to assume. I'm not telling you what it is.
I think it's the crystal ball set in some kind of pedestal that I'm looking through.
Oh, I'm not gonna confirm it.
Oh, okay.
And
All
do
right.
we know where the crystal ball
told you
is?
you can't see it right now. Like,
All right. Gale's gonna look at it. Well, that's rather interesting. Obviously this key is not just a key. Someone would not. That's a rather fine enchantment. A lot of runecraft went into this thing to such a banal effect. I assume it only means something else.
Yeah, but you can tell by looking at the surface that like the runes on this, you can't quite interpret what they mean. You can maybe make a check for me, but they are like, this is some complicated stuff.
Yeah, for a key. Okay, I'm gonna roll another. Should I do a rune?
Sure. Before that, was
runesmith
somebody
check?
else about to ask a question?
Yeah.
Gale, what is your deal? I mean this in the kindest way, but you're acting a bit snobby for a mudblood. As
Look at him
Crater
say,
takes another handful of
"Excuse me?"
food in his mouth.
Well, at least I'm not shoveling food into my mouth like some kind of pig.
It's called eating.
It's called. That is not called eating. That is called scoffing.
Okay.
Now listen, I want to make a good impression on you all. I'm trying to be helpful. I come from a family of some prestige, and I would simply request that you respect that and not make offhanded comments that are just plain mean.
Sorry for getting your panties in twists. I'll
They're
back
briefs,
off.
you ingrate. I haven't worn panties since I was 7.
Oh, what?
No, don't worry. Now listen, that was a prank by my sister. Regardless, I must ask you all. My name is Hololaw. I come from the town of Emerald Falls. My father is the magistrate there. He governs the entire province. So, I do come with some distinction, but I will not hold that over you, as I am in the respect of Barabard, who offered me to work with him so kindly. I am trying my best to be friendly with his associates, which is you all.
Well, I appreciate you taking that effort. I'll back off. I'm just gonna continue eating.
It is appreciated. I apologize for my remarks earlier about your scoffing, but some table manners would be appreciated. Regardless, he's gonna take his time to try to look at this key.
Out of game narrator thing, why don't you do him the favor and ask him what his deal is?
Oh, sure thing. He's as he starts looking at the key, like just kind of like not totally focused on it because of what just was said, and he's kind of lightly offended. He's gonna say, "By the way, if I might ask in your own words, what is your deal?"
I'm just saying. I look at myself in the mirror, Ogrekin. I know my place. You know, I'm not gonna be all snobby and whatever. I'm just saying other Falcon should do the same.
No, I am no Felkin. That is true, but I do.
No, you
my blood-
technically are a Felkin. You technically are a Felkin.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not a pure-blooded Felkin. Listen, I come from a strong line of birdkin. Our blood in recent generations has been a bit diluted, yes, but I still carry the prestige of such a type. Now, listen, I have full respect for your kind, the Ogrekin. Very strong workers. I've known quite a few scholars. Hey, listen, racism is a laugh.
Hey, it's fantasy racism, so it's okay.
Yeah. So listen, if your deal, you seem quite the strong fellow. You seem reliable. A little uncouth, but I hold no bad feelings towards that. My deal is as a scholar and nobility of a sort, and I ask you respect that, and I will respect you in kind.
And I ask that you respect all of us, right? We might not be as smart as you, but we still all provide something.
You guys
Well,
see as
that is-
Barton is like coming over as you guys are talking. He goes, "Are you fucking done talking out your feelings?" And he starts grabbing the plates. Now get on to bed.
Well, excuse us for trying to make first impressions.
You see
Bob.
Barton's gonna like look at you and say, "I said get on to bed. Y'all are fucking making a racket over here."
I've barely eaten.
He's gonna go ahead and take over your plate. Nah, he'll leave your plate, but he's gonna start cleaning up the stuff. And it's with a smile, like he's not being mean, but he's kind of like, you guys are being very loud and yelling at each other. Okay.
Aronoth is like holding the bone still, like licking the bone marrow out of it.
So Barton, like, while you're doing it, he'll kind of like extend his
Grease
hand.
on his face.
He'll extend his hand for the bone, but do you give it?
No, like I'm still gnawing. Like I'm literally gnawing on this bone.
All right, I'll let you keep that. As he kind of like backs up. As you guys are sitting there, you see a fat cat, white cat, jump up on the table here and begins to, I don't know, he's gonna go for, I think it's funny, he'll go for Gale's food. He starts like licking at your plate.
I stop that. He's just like shoot him away. Fell beast, get away. Damn it. Ow, he's scratching me.
And he's gonna hop down. Kind of wheezing as he kind of like patters off.
Ugh, damn cat needs to get his lungs checked.
You see
All right.
Barton's gonna come back over for another round of plates. He's gonna go, if y'all want, he's gonna set down some keys on the table. There's a couple rooms upstairs that y'all can stay in through the night. It's gonna be a long, rainy night, so help yourselves, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the rest of this and head on to bed myself. Welcome to Tuntin. And he's gonna go ahead and
Gil's still
take
eating
stuff.
like only a single piece of bread. He's been getting harassed the entire time.
Okay.
Aronoth is already snoring in the chair.
This is passed out. Okay, there's keys on the table. If you guys like, you guys could have taken your keys, gotten your rooms, prayed to whatever gods you worship, and hit the sack. You guys go ahead and now, really important. Who has the key?
I have the key, and I was gonna say.
Actually, it's not. technically it's Squath's key. So Squath, do you let him have the key or do you take it back?
I'll let him keep it.
Okay, so you have the key. So with that,
during the night before I go to sleep, I want to try to study it a little bit.
you study it. Go ahead and make me a runesmith knowledge check.
Okay, roll in runesmith. Can I assist with general knowledge?
You may not.
Gotcha. Just runesmith then. We roll, and that is a 4.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this appears to be some kind of key you suspect to some kind of construct.
Ooh, a construct's key. That is something.
This is some kind of control device for a construct. But beyond that,
well,
you can't know. But that's a lot.
All right, and once he's figured that out, he's gonna go out of his room, like his little nightcap on, with like a little hanging ball on the end. He's gonna walk to the others' rooms, just like knock on them, and just say, "I figured out what it does."
What time of night is it?
It's probably like 2 a.m.
Okay.
Aaron still in the dining room is like startled awake by this, realizing that he is insanely uncomfortable because he's been sleeping in a chair. And he comes in. He asks, "What did you figure out?"
There you are. We should have waken you up. Apologies for that. I figured out what the key does. It's some kind of activation device for a construct of some sort. A construct? Can you imagine that? It's an incredible device here. I wonder why Burrowboard wanted it. Oh, there's so much to discover. Where are the others other than their rooms? I'm just gonna start banging on their doors. I figured it out.
Malgon's been in his room drinking the whole time. He comes back out.
Malgon, I want you to make me an endurance check. I want to see how schnockered you are.
Okay. Got a 2.
2? Yeah, you're pretty schnockered right now. You basically have the equivalent of a minor injury from drinking, as you've just been like chugging this ale.
What'd you wake me? What'd you stop me from drinking for, you little man?
I'm not that little, for one, and second, I figured out the key does. It's a device for controlling a construct. Who knows what Burrowball is doing with the construct, right? I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah, everybody knows what that means. He looks around.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to inform you all of that incredible discovery I made. And regardless, I'm going to bed because I'm extremely tired. Good night. And then he's going to go to sleep.
Okay, and with that,
Aaron doesn't know where to go to sleep.
fair enough. You do see there's a couple keys on the table, but were you awake when he said that those were for the rooms?
Well, I was kind of dozing off then, so that's why I don't know.
You're just kind of lost.
Yeah.
There's a warm fire over here you could curl up by, but
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for now.
okay. And so with that, okay, so who went up into their rooms? So I'm assuming Gale did. Squath, did you go up into a room, or were you passed out by the food?
I went up into a room, and while all that was happening, he heard the commotion, but, he wants his beauty sleep, so he just ignored it and went back to bed.
Squath's upstairs. Crater, did you go upstairs, or did you fall asleep down here?
Crater passed out upstairs.
Okay, and Malgon, did you go back upstairs, or did you stay down here?
Oh yeah, Malgon stumbles up to his room.
Okay. You, Aronoth, you take and chill by the fire. You guys take a deep night of rest. Some of you seeing the horrors of combat from the previous day in your dreams. And you guys awaken. Aronoth, you wake up and there's something poking you.
What?
I think it's dead. I feel something poking you again. You kind of crane your neck
What?
around, and you see this little girl. She's mousekin. She's very small. She's like 2'5", like she's teeny, and she's poking at you with the stick. And you see as her sitting beside her is Buddy the cat, and he's kind of just like watching you as he's kind of like whacking the stick in her hand, and she's poking you with the stick.
Can I help you?
Oh, he's not dead. I told you. I'm Molly. I just thought you were like a rug or something.
No. Definitely not a rug.
Sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. Are you like an adventurer or something?
I wouldn't call myself that, but maybe you would.
Huh. Cool. Are you here to kill all those bandits that's been on the road? Because the town master's been talking about that. Or are you here to talk to Sister Grellin? Because she's been real upset too. Oh. She kind of like gestures with her like hand, kind of points like at a wall in a random direction that you don't know where the context is. Well, Sister Grellin, she runs the morgue and stuff in the shrine over there, and her powers haven't been working recently, and she's been real upset.
I don't know much about that.
Well, and she's gonna kind of like look at you. Sorry to bug you, and she's gonna kind of pick up her stick off the ground and kind of begin to walk off. And as she does, she's gonna turn around and go, have you ever met somebody on a rooftop before?
I don't think so.
Is it standard when you meet somebody on a rooftop? Is there like any etiquette to meeting somebody on a rooftop? I think I may have made somebody angry the other day.
No.
Okay.
I don't think.
It's just gonna, if you're not gonna ask, you're gonna walk off. And she's gonna start to walk away. And with that, the rest of you guys begin to rouse from your sleep. And you guys, go ahead.
Thinks it's a dream.
You think this is a dream?
Aaron is just convinced this is a dream.
Yeah, in your mind, this is just another strange dream. And you go ahead and you get back to sleep again, but the rest of you begin to wake up and get about your day, get your armor on, gather your weapons, and I can say you guys will meet downstairs. Who would be the first person down? I know the last person down is going to be Malgon, because he's still hungover.
Oh, yeah.
Squawk is a pretty...
Yeah.
He rises pretty early, so
Squawk,
he's probably coming down.
you get up, you get downstairs. You're used to having to wake people up on the road because you're the only one with a disciplined sleep schedule. You see Aeronoth curled up as a ball by the fire.
Wasp gets the worm.
He's gonna go over and he's gonna start poking him with the back of his spear to wake him up.
Oh. Oh.
Yo,
What?
Malgod, it's time to get up.
Oh,
Let's go.
What time is it?
It's like 8 a.m.
Oh. Alright.
So all of you get roused, and Squath, you're able to kind of arouse people, and you don't see Barton around right now. But if you guys would like, if you have any rations or anything, you can. But you guys ate a pretty sizable meal last night, so you guys are probably still pretty full. And you guys gather yourselves. Would you guys want to discuss anything, or is there anything you guys would like to go do? So there's a couple things going on, right? There is, though, I mean, only Aeronoth knows this, and he thought it was a dream, but apparently, somebody's been walking on the rooftops. Sister Grellin apparently is upset about her powers not working, and there's some bandits on the road. But beyond that, you also know that Ulfric said he would go talk to the town master.
Right. As Gale rouses from sleep, he's gonna head on downstairs. He's looking all preppy, quite excited. He's holding the key, and he says, "Well, all of you, I'm happy to say that we have not. No one's passed out or died. It seems. Hello there, Thrak. So, all right. What should we do?
I kind of want to get rid of those bandits. They don't seem like good folk. And if the guards aren't going to do anything about it, I think we should.
Right, that's rather fair. All right, I think I can agree with that. Though we should probably gather some more information about them. What say we go see that town master that your friend you're speaking with, Ulfric, and then we can talk to him, get some information, and then perhaps root out this bit of a problem.
I'm okay with that.
I'd like to figure out how much we're getting paid to deal with these purple clothed people.
Lavender. There's a minute difference. Lavender is a little bit more blue than purple. But you're correct.
Malgon rolls his eyes.
Okay, and with that, are you guys gonna go try to find the town master by the sound of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aronoff,
Yeah.
Aronoff is pretty upset about these lavender people. After a night's sleep, he decided that no town or person deserves to be terrorized, and that everyone should have their own free will. So he is, despite originally being really sleepy, he has remembered the purpose of where he is and has gotten onto foot and ready to leave out the door.
You guys see as Aronoff, like, he kind of shakes himself awake, and he just seems motivated as he kind of, is like carefully holding his shortened staff in his hand. And you guys go ahead and walk out onto the street. I'm going to say you guys could go around and ask for directions, and you guys go ahead and find the directions to the town master's hall. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw you guys on the street for right now. But you guys go ahead, and it's early, so when you guys get to the town master's hall, you can see as somebody is just like cracking the doors open.
All right.
And you guys kind of see this kind of portly, balding guy. He looks kind of like he's just a mudblood, very plain features, kind of bad teeth, and but he has these like fine like clothes on, and he looks like he's got maybe some like nice like fragrance on, and he looks like he's sweating a lot. He's got a little handkerchief in his hand. He goes, "Oh jeez!" And he's gonna like drop his handkerchief and like put his hand up. "Don't kill me! I surrender!"
No, we are not here to
Don't
hurt
rob me
you.
anymore! I'll give you whatever you want.
Oh, Gail's gonna like step up and say, "Good man, calm yourself. We are not one of those fucking lancers. Calm yourself."
Well, geez, still, what kind of fucking bandits rob people at 8 a.m. in the morning? This is unheard of.
We're not. Oh my goodness. Someone else speak to him.
Do I look like a robber to you?
I don't know. Is this like a race question or? I'm not a racist.
You're the one who made this about race.
Yeah, I don't know.
So wait, you're not robbing me?
No.
Oh, and he kind of puts his hand down. Cool. Well then, gentlemen, I must be about my day. And he's gonna kind of try to push by you guys.
Hey, excuse me,
Gail's like, I'll
excuse
put
me.
his hand up like, I will allow you to do so, of course, no worries. But we wanted to ask some questions first. You see, we are associates of Barabod and Ulfric,
And you see as his face kind of like he like hears that and he goes, I'm sorry, I have a meeting to get to. And he's gonna just like slowly try to walk back to his door.
Someone stop him, please. I'm not dirtying my
Does
hands.
someone want to stand in front of his door?
Malgon does.
You go ahead and stand in front of his door, and he goes, kind of looks you up and down, and he kind of like thinks better about pushing through. Look, gentlemen, Ulfric Warwinter informed me last night about the whole situation, and I've heard quite enough about it. This is the responsibility of the town sheriff, and as I am not that, then it is not.
Where is Ulfric?
And he kind of like gestures inside. Ulfric stayed the night in the. I don't know if he ever left. He was working on something inside, and I was just opening up for the day and going to return to my normal responsibility as the town master. So.
Who is the sheriff?
Well, that's a bit
Do
of.
you have one?
We do, but he's missing. Temporarily. He's on temporary
Oh.
missing leave.
And you're saying that it is his responsibility to handle this despite being missing? I mean, my good man, I don't want to assume anything here, but are you in on something?
Go ahead and make me a communications check.
I'm rolling. That is a 2.
He kind of looks you up and down. He's gonna go preposterous, and you kind of feel the same kind of like you understand politics and pottery, but this guy does too. That's absurd. I would never think I am a servant of the community. These implications are unfounded completely. As he kind of looks around, look, the town sheriff has been missing for a little over 2 weeks, and it is concerning. But it is what it is. We're a small community. We do the best that we got, and I'm sure the sheriff will be taking care of any of your concerns when he re-arrives.
So you're the master of this town, right?
I'm the
de
town
facto leader.
More of we're not technically a town per se. We're something of a frontier town.
You're a town.
We're not really a town. Technically, legally, we're not a town. We're just a small village. Don't have to pay the same taxes.
Gale's rolling his eyes. Like
Can't throw around the word town without talking about taxes. But no, I handle the administrativeness of the town, make sure that what taxes are collected are going to the right people. We mainly deal with miners and other such folk that are mining around the spine of the world and the low foothills and so forth. But
well, that is lovely. Now, I must ask, as the I suppose expedition leader would be the most suited here, considering this is a mining expedition and all that. But I must ask, your sheriff would have told you where he went, yes?
Well, he had made it apparent that there was an investigation he was performing, though a completely unfounded one, one that's just going to cause more trouble for everyone. And he
and now he's gone, and you're saying that
well,
for 2
there's,
weeks,
there's no
mind you, in a small community that usually keeps track of all its members, and you're saying to just let him handle it, despite the fact that there are bandits roaming in town. Enough so
I
that
mean,
you
his
would
wife.
be afraid yourself when 5 figures approach you in the mid-morning. I must ask you, sir, that seems rather strange, does it not? Now listen, I must ask you again, as the expedition leader and as Gale Holdlaw, son of the Holdlaw family, I must ask you that you be honest with us, sir, because I want to help you here. We're friends of Barabod, friends of Ulfric. We are deeply invested in making you better than you.
I don't need any of your help. We're fine here. Everything is fine in Tuntin. As he kind of looks down the street, and you see these like 2 guys kind of with like these lavender cloaks on, walking down the street, kind of these like pompous looks on their face. They begin to walk down the street towards you guys. And you see as he goes, and he's gonna like turn and try to get to his door, but he's gonna bump off of Malgon's chest and fall flat on his ass. And as he does, you guys see these 2 guys kind of strode up to you, and they are just like, they're like strutting. They look like they think they own this place, and they're gonna walk over towards you guys and look you up and down and go, "Oi, newcomer!" As one of those, like, the kind of shorter, kind of a little bit like scrawnier 2 of them, they kind of points over to you. "What you doing there with the town master? We got an important meeting this morning. Why don't you all clear off and leave town before there's any trouble?"
Gale's gonna look him over and just say, "Well, if you must know, we were speaking."
No. Shut up with your fancy words and your fancy porshness. I said clear out, or there's gonna be a problem.
Let's watch your tone if I were you.
You're going to cause the problem, little man?
He kind of looks at you 2. I need both of you. Oh, so here's what I'll do. I will allow everybody who wants. Would you guys like to try to intimidate them?
I think we.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. Yeah.
What I will need. So how many? So there's 2 of them, and there's 1, 2. There's 5 of you. I'm not going to count the town master. I need everyone here to make me a communications check, and I will make the challenge. It's only a challenge level 2 because you guys way outnumber them.
All right.
So I want
I got a
everybody to roll.
0.
Fuck.
That's
I
a
got,
whopping
Crater
2.
got a 2. Okay.
let me roll.
I got a 2.
Sorry.
You got a 2.
I got a 4.
Okay. You made it for Crater, and then who?
I
Squawk.
got a 2.
Okay. So between all of you, you guys just meet it as they kind of look you up and down, and you see as they the guy in the lead, who's just kind of scrawnier, smaller of the two. You know, it seems like he's used to kind of pushing people around and getting whatever he wants. And the second he doesn't, you guys kind of see as he kind of like gets a little bit intimidated and you guys are wearing full armor, you have weapons. He kind of is gonna go, whatever. Just clear off before there's trouble, and Time Master, we'll talk later. As he's gonna kind of like bow his head down and gesture, and you see the bigger guy behind him goes, "Oh, Fred, well, am I supposed to like beat him up or something? Get over here, you dummy!" And he's gonna smack him on his head and drag him off by the ear.
Gail's gonna step forward and say, he's gonna look to Malgong and says, "Back me up if you would." And then he's gonna step forward and say, "Hold on, my good fellows. Hold on."
They're
just
gonna
a
walk
moment."
unless you physically stop them. They're just gonna walk down the street.
Want me to stop him, Gale?
You know, I think that would be apt.
If you start causing trouble in the town, Time Master goes, this will just cause problems for everybody else.
I'm gonna look back at him with like a scathing gaze and say, "Do shut up, you pompous, arrogant, useless little placeholder."
Okay, real quick.
That's
They're walking
insane.
down the road. Do you want to tell Malgon to stop them or not?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I think we should stop these two. I think they might want to ask them some questions. Come along now. I'm gonna, if everyone follows me, I think we should go and stop them.
So they're gonna
Yeah.
start walking right down here. So what I'm gonna say is you guys kind of start following them, and they're kind of trying. They're ahead of you right now, but you guys run up to kind of stop them. And the second that you guys start kind of pacing after them, they are gonna start pacing and kind of moving as well. And you guys are gonna get over to here, and you see as they kind of run around, they see you guys following them, and they're like hurriedly.
Actually, Jack, as they're trying to run away, I'm gonna take out my book, and as they're starting to run away, I'm gonna trace my hand over the book, and I'm gonna try to make an ice patch in front of them with the cold ring.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll count that as let's do that as like an AoE. So like maybe because it was raining last night and there's like puddles of mud and water on the thing, you can kind of do a cone, but this won't be a cone of attack. This will be a cone of frost on the ground. Yeah, so go ahead, make me so what's your cone distance? What's your range on your cone? And it's very simple. What's your range, like ranged shot with your
76 for my cone.
So it's extended, okay, so that's 70 feet. So you can absolutely make a cone, and I believe if everyone can go, you can look cone magic. So with 76, you can have a 35-foot base. So I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna say from here, so 35, that's 7 feet. So you get to there, and that's at a 53-degree angle. Okay, so you're able to, as you guys are walking ahead, you can absolutely. So how do you? I'm gonna need you to make me a roll though. I'm gonna set the CL here as a CL2.
Okay, so that's 76, and I am rolling that. I got a 1, 2. I got 2.
Looks like you got a 3. So you go
I
ahead.
got 3.
You push your hand down, and how do you do it?
Okay, as they're walking along, as they're like the parties can pace with them, and like Malgon and stuff at the front, Gale pushes past, says, "I got this." And he's gonna pull his book, plant his fingers in the page where the cauldron is, draw it out as like lines of like blue white magic energy pulse out on his fingertips, and he'll swing his hand forth in like a lobbing motion as the entire ground and all the mud and the water there just like starts like crackling and freezing up like in like a wave that freezes under their feet.
Cool. So what I will do, I will count this as essentially the grease spell. It's an oil spill. 1 second. Let me make them a roll now. So you said you were rolling 76?
Yes.
Okay. And were you okay? Perfect. So you expended a focus. So I'm going to make them both make me acrobatics checks to see if they slip. Let's see here. So this is for the first one. Actually, I'll do them both the same because they have the same stats. Ooh, they rolled really good. So you go ahead, you cast it, and you see as they both begin to slip, but miraculously somehow they're able to keep their footing as they kind of like trottle down, and they like look now. At this point, they go, "Oh fuck!" and they begin to run, and they are able to get out of your slippery little trap there, and they run over to the boys and goes, "Hey boys, we got some problems!" And he's gonna scream in front of this bar. So as you, I'm gonna leave this here. So there now, everywhere under this cone is difficult terrain, and if you get into it, you're gonna have to make me a acrobatics check. So if you guys would like, you could dispel it if you want, Grant.
I'm gonna hold it.
Actually,
for
no,
now.
you kind of can't. This isn't concentration, so technically you can't dispel it. It just is there.
Could I like undo the? Could I use the cold rune to like
You
remove
can't
the cold from the water?
That's heat.
Yeah.
You can't. Like you'd have to you'd have to remove it with something else. If anybody wants to walk forward, I would need you to make me acrobatics, or you could go around this house.
I'd like to run around the house.
Yeah, Critter's gonna follow.
You guys all kind of see as these guys, and like there's just ice everyone. Everyone looks at each other and they kind of just go and they just are gonna go ahead, and all of you are gonna walk around here. As you do, you hear doors opening and people coming outside, and you guys see.
Gail's
Hold on, Grant.
Gail's
Stop.
posted by this wall. If it's okay.
1 second. Let me finish what I'm saying. So as you guys come out here, you guys see as these guys are sitting here, everyone they're talking to these guys on the porch, and these guys are just coming out of this door inside, and they kind of look towards you all, and they go like kind of like look at you, and they just go, and everyone nods their head, and they all begin just walking inside here, and you see as this one guy here, the kind of small guy, he's gonna look at you and goes, "Why don't you all come in for a drink?" As he kind of backs up into the door, and you just see a wide open door inside, and you lose sight of them.
Should we go in?
That's the most obvious trap I've ever seen in my entire life.
They're a little small though. I think we could take them.
I mean,
We don't know
I
how
think we
many
should
there
drink.
are.
I think we should go. Malgon, you want a drink? Let's get one.
seems a mite risky, doesn't it? I mean, we obviously know that they're not good people. Come on now.
Well, I mean, we could split up. A couple of us should just go in the front. You know, maybe some of us could look through the windows or something like that.
Well, if you all take the lead and someone protects me, because I would rather not be stabbed.
I need everyone here to make me a perception check real quick,
Gotcha.
and I will roll
First,
something.
yep. I got a 1.
I got nothing.
So I got a 2.
I got a 4.
You got a
Nice.
4. So only it was only Aeronaut got the 4.
Well,
I also got a 2.
You got a 2. Okay. So Aaron, did anybody else get a 2 or higher?
Did Squath roll?
They're rolling with physical dice. So
okay.
Squath and Aeronoth, you guys both notice that little shit guy from before, he leans out of the door here, and unfortunately you're not paying attention very well. So the closest person is going to, let me just see if he's got the range for this. That is short. 1 second. This might be a disadvantage here, but he's gonna do it just for fun. Short, 5d6 rounded up. Ooh, so it's slightly out of his range, but he's still gonna do it. So you guys see as the guy from before, the little kind of shit guy with a shit-eating grin that tried to like kind of like macho check you, he's gonna lean out of the door and he's going to chuck a fucking he's gonna chuck 2 knives at the back. He's like and he's gonna throw them right at you, Gale.
No!
So hold on 1 second here. Let's change the music here. Okay, we'll do. Oh, I love this one. I like this. This is my favorite song. So this is the new tune for everybody. I'll post it over in the chat here. Apologies for not having the what's it called today? Let it load, but I will grab the text so you guys can go ahead and take this.
I don't know if you saw my text, Jack, but
Oh, I
we'll
did
have
not.
to leave in a little bit.
You are good. This is gonna be. We'll probably end after this. This won't take super long. Okay, so, and if not, I can just wrap up. I can do your character. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is I need. So Gale, I'm gonna make this guy's attack roll for you.
Changing my music.
Okay. So this is going to be at disadvantage, but he's gonna do it. Yep, so it is at disadvantage. Okay. So this dude's chucking a knife at you.
Annoy.
Oh my gosh, you rolled good.
You rolled.
One.
Look at you. Well, those
you only
fours
got a
don't
one.
count.
It only got a one. And your shield isn't gonna factor in here. What is your armor class?
2. Well,
Yep.
I get to roll to evade, right?
You do not, because you're surprised. So he's
Ah,
gonna
you're
go
right.
ahead. He's gonna chuck this knife, and you feel as something sticks into your back, and it gets caught in your gambeson and your leather chest plate. And you turn around, and you see this guy as he kind of like looks at you like murder in his eyes, and he's gonna slam the door shut. And with that, combat can start. Okay.
Oh, fucking duh. All
So
right.
I need people. If you have a, so first things first, people with a 1 in reflex, please roll a d20. Fuck.
I got 18.
I got 13.
Okay, I think you guys are all going before me now. Okay, so Aronoff got an 18. Squath, what'd you get?
13.
13. Okay, I'm gonna get all my guys here, because that did not go well for them. And that one. Okay. Now for everyone that doesn't have a reflex, please go ahead and roll me a d20.
Yep. I got a 14.
Okay.
I also got a 14.
Okay, roll
I
off
got
again, guys.
16.
Okay, so Zammy, you are first. Or not first, but you know what I mean.
I got 11.
Okay.
13.
So Brock, then Gale. Okay. Sweet. First to declare slowest. Gale, you have just gotten a knife thrown in your back and a door was slammed on your face. What would you like to do? You cannot currently see what's going on inside. Hey, Grant.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Oh,
You
I'm
declare
going first.
No,
All right, I'm
remember,
declaring first.
you declare first. You're slowest.
All right. Well, I'm gonna drop my shield, of course, cause ow. And is the windows here? Are these actual windows, like of glass?
Yes, they are absolutely windows. If you kind of got closer, you could see through them. They're kind of like those like banded ones with the very small panes of glass. So you'd have to get a little bit closer to see through them.
All right. Well, Gale just got shot. Gale just got hit. He just got hit in the back with a whatchamacallit, so he's not enjoying this. He's gonna say, "Ah, damn it! Oh, 1 second." He's going to. I'm going to move. Let me use my ruler here. The tricky one. I'm gonna move. Gale is going to. I'm assuming everyone's gonna rush in, so I'm gonna move up to here, and like take cover behind this.
Okay, right click on your thing there and hit like set and remain it. Would you like to declare anything else? Like, I'll shoot somebody if I see them, or
It won't let me do that. How do I set and remain?
so
It
you
won't let me do
right
that.
click on here. I think I just converted it for you. That should be locked now.
Yes,
Though you can
and,
also just leave it on your turn. But go ahead.
Gotcha. And if someone does try to come out or like attack me or anything, I'm going to launch a air rune ranged attack at them.
Okay, cool. Malgon, your chance to declare. What would you like to do?
I'd like to go up to one of the windows, attempt to smash it, and pull my bow out and
Okay.
shoot if I see anyone.
What is your movement speed? I'm assuming it's more than 25.
Yeah, it is 40.
Then you are good. Awesome. That's your turn. Crater, what would you like to do?
Crater would like to go and rush to the door.
Okay.
He's gonna try to open it. If it's not open, he's gonna try to bust it down with his Stain Axe and his body. And then if there's anyone nearby, like within just that opening range, he'll attack them. But if not, he'll duck behind this wall right here.
Okay.
And get behind cover.
I'm going to count it as these guys also can't see you guys outside. So I'm not going to influence any of my decisions off of what they do. So I'm going to, in my own head, so I'm going to do this guy. What would he do? Okay. Take this. Actually, he's going to do... So I'll make this really quick. So this guy does this. I'm going to grab one of these, go over here. Okay. This guy is going to go over here, and he is going to do that. Okay. This guy is also going to do that. Okay. This guy is going to do this. And then this guy is going to stay right here. And this guy is going to move to... Ooh, why don't I do this? Okay. How much movement does this guy have? I'm sorry, I'm literally almost done with everybody else's turns, so it'll be easy after this. But this guy can do something cool. Can I get to here? I can get to there, okay. Cool, okay. Next to declare is Squath.
The guy who's going out the window, would I be aware of that, or because they're inside?
You do. No, because the whole reason I did it in this order is because now your reflex is higher. You would see this guy start to come around this corner. You would hear a window break, and then you hear somebody moving up around the left side.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there and try and take care of him. Can I get there before he gets out of the window? Can I basically sit there and wait for him to jump out?
What's your movement?
Here, I think it's my movement speed is 50 feet.
So 50. So you can get to right here. Yeah, you could get there right as he's kind of crawling through.
All right, perfect. I'll attack him as he does that.
Cool. Aronoff?
Can you kind of show me the roof of the building?
Sure. Oh, the roof. So it's kind of like that. If this is what you. Oh, actually no. It's Grant. Your screen is the one. So if you can zoom out for Aronoff.
Oh, okay. There's not like a window or anything.
There's a chimney. There is the window in the front. There's a window around the right, and there's a door. But that's the only ways in or out.
Okay.
I'll say this. How about this? How about you do notice that's kind of dilapidated building. There appears to be a shingle, like a damaged shingle, and like a hole in the roof. It's very small, but if you were prying at it, you could get in.
Now, let me ask you: is there smoke coming from the chimney?
Yes.
Okay. If that's the case, I will catapult myself to the roof and begin to break my way into the bar.
Sounds good. Okay. So last to declare is first to act. Aronoff, you go ahead and you begin to climb up. Are you pole vaulting with your stick, or are you climbing?
I'm vaulting. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check. I'm going to set this as a CL3. But because you're using your extendo staff, I will give you advantage on this.
Okay. I got 4. Thankfully,
Perfect.
I really needed that advantage.
You easily get up onto the building, and I'm gonna have you go ahead and make me. Now, are you using? I'm gonna call this kind of like a lift check, because you're gonna be prying and leveraging this open. So I want you to go ahead and make me a lift check. This is only gonna be a CL1. This is very easy. And I will actually give you advantage because you are again using your staff, and you are using it as a
Oh.
lever. I'm assuming.
Okay, I got a 1 without advantage and a 2 with advantage.
Nice. You are able to crack as you kind of see this kind of these, because it's literally like barks of wood and like hay that makes up these roofs, and you're able to pry it off, and you crack open as a bunch of it falls below. And inside now, I'm going to reveal a bunch of guys to you. So Aeronoth, you can see everybody inside now. And you can see them scurrying around as they're like trying to push up like chairs, doors, and like some of them are like going through windows and stuff, and they're just scrambling here trying to, oh, why can't I? There it is. Trying to get in kind of a more defensive position. So I don't know if Grant, you can look inside there, but Aeronoth, you are able to see everybody inside. Okay.
Okay.
Squath, you go ahead, you dart with your short spear in hand and run around here right as this guy is crawling through. This guy does need to go ahead. He's going to kind of crack this window easily and begin climbing out. As he does, you are attacking as he's coming through the window. Go ahead, make me a attack roll versus this guy. I'm going to go ahead and give him disadvantage. Basically, he's staggered right now because he's climbing through. So let me roll for him. And he is going to be using what appear to be 2 small short swords. He's at disadvantage. Ooh, that's oh no, it doesn't matter. It didn't hurt him. He got a 2.
I got a 4 in my combat roll.
Okay,
4 successes.
you get a level 2 victory. What would you like to do? You could do a medium injury. You could disarm him. It is your call. You could enter into close quarters combat and drag him somewhere. Though I don't know if I'd advise that for you because he's got small weapons which are better in close quarters combat, and your large weapon wouldn't be usable in close quarters combat.
I think I'll disarm him.
Okay, cool. So as he's kind of like leaning out, how do you do it? So he's like climbing through the window, got his knife in his hands. He draws as he sees you. How do you disarm him?
Basically, as he's climbing through the window, as the knives come out, whack each of his hands so he drops him on the ground.
Cool. And they are just laying there, kind of like one gets flinged off into the dirt, the other one kind of lands kind of like right at his feet. Okay. Next to go is going to be this guy in here. He is going to go ahead and he's going to kind of stand here, and he's going to move over here with his friend as they kind of are waiting for people to come through this door. This guy is also waiting here for people to come through this door to stab them. This guy here is going to run over here and also wait for somebody to come through the door and stab them. Nobody went to the door. Only one person has gone to the door. This guy here is going to run to the window here, and he is going to smash it, and he is going to start throwing knives at whoever he can see. So he sees Malgon. So Malgon, I need you to make me an acrobatics check. His roll's really bad and at disadvantage.
Okay.
Turns out throwing knives are not that perfect of a ranged weapon.
Got a 2.
I got a 1, 2. I got a 3 versus you. Okay. He's gonna go ahead. He's going to throw. And hold on 1 second here. What is your armor right now?
My armor. Is that the physical defense level?
Yes, exactly.
3.
3. Okay. So he is throwing the knife. It is going to go ahead. You're gonna throw the knife. It's gonna hit your armor. It doesn't have any armor penetration. You said you got a 1.
I got a 2.
You got a 2. Okay. Well, he gets a 3. He's gonna get a level 1 victory. He's gonna try to do a minor injury, but your armor, you just see as like the dagger, it spins and it just gets stuck right in your breastplate, right where your heart would be. But your armor stopped it. Okay. Next to go is going to be this guy here. He's also going to move up to the window, and he is also going to throw his dagger. And your acrobatics from before stands. He is also at disadvantage. Man, you got a 2. Same thing. Another dagger gets yeeted at you, and this time it's gonna go right for your head as you kind of like hold up your bracer, and it like is gonna like slide off your leather bracer. for no effect. Okay, last to go is this. Oh, he already got beat up. Okay, Crater, you're going through the door now. So Crater,
Yep.
you go through that door.
Does it open easily and beautifully?
It is not opening easily. It feels like. Actually, wait. Has anybody barged? Oh no, nobody has. Nobody barred it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it goes ahead. It opens up, and
Beautiful.
as you do,
Hey guys.
you're moving inside. I need you to make me a perception check real quick.
Ah, shit.
You're about to get stabbed.
Oh, that's a 1.
Okay, these guys are gonna go ahead and make their stealth check.
Oh no.
They only get a 4. You have destiny points. They're gonna go ahead and get 3. What'd you get?
I got a 1.
Okay, so as you come through here, right as you open the door, this guy is gonna go ahead and grab you by your collar, and he's gonna try to stab you here. Let me make their combat rolls.
Oh no.
So I'm only gonna let the 2 that are closest actually hit you here. Let's see what happens.
Oh, this is no bueno.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Whoa.
Would you like to reduce it by a strength?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, so you're gonna. What's your armor?
2.
Okay, that's gonna reverse it
I'm
another
just a
2
poor
because
guy.
he's using slashing. He is not using thrusting. I wish I would have used thrusting because I'd be doing a lot more damage right now. So I'll remember that for the next guy. He's going to go ahead and he's going to get a level 1 victory over you.
Isn't it CL1 so it cancels out? I thought that's how it worked. That's how it worked last time.
So what it is, actually, let me make sure I'm doing it right. So right now he has no armor penetration. It's CL1. It's up against that. So then, and he got a 1, 2, 3, 4. You reduce it to a 3. So it's a 3, and then it's versus the 1. So isn't that a 2? Oh, but the armor
if
soaks it
he's
up.
making a 1,
Actually, no,
1
wait, hold
check.
on. So the way it works is the armor. So the armor grant factors into the injury, not the victory level.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. You confused the shit out of me. No, like so no. He gets a victory, a level 1 victory, and he's going to go ahead and stagger you. So you are staggered now. Okay. So as you drag you in, he's going to grab you by your collar, and he's going to go ahead and with your momentum, he's going to trip one of your feet as you kind of stumble inside here. You are staggered. This guy is now going to attack you.
Well,
from
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
Because I was thinking something different than maybe Dest and not what whoever was.
Tell me.
So it's what, a level 1 check, right? For
so
what,
there-
kind of those stealth attacks, or is it
Yes.
just completely
So
just straight? Because if it's like that, wouldn't then he initially, since he rolled 4 successes against that 1, wouldn't that be a 3?
no, that's what. So he So he gets a 4. So actually, that's a good
Gets
point.
a 4.
He gets a 4, so he gets 3 wins. Then it would be reduced by your strength. So that's now a 2, right? And it's 2 versus 1. He gets a level 1 victory, and he's going to stagger you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So he staggers you. Then this guy over here, he is going to be thrusting with his daggers. He is going to do 66. And he rolls really bad. You fucking lucky son of a bitch. So he gets a 1 and nothing happens. So as he goes ahead, he thrusts forward and you just catch this guy out of the corner of your eye and he lunges forward with the knife and you're able to like duck back and you don't. How did you not get killed? Fuck.
Because I'm amazing.
Man.
Have you ever played with me? I'm amazing.
Ugh. Okay, yeah, and with that, you somehow, but you're staggered next round. I'm gonna put this light on you to say that you're staggered. Okay, Malgon, you are going to run for it, and Malgon, if you have to leave, that's totally fine. I can play your character.
Yeah, I'll have to leave.
You're good. So, Malgon, you go ahead. You run up. You said you were shooting your bow. You see 2 guys right here in front of you. Technically, you guys are not in melee distance. And you said you were shooting whoever you could see, so why don't you go ahead? How many dice you rolling?
1 second.
It was 96, right? Or was 96 with focused?
8.
8. So you can attack 2 people in turn, so go ahead, make me your combat roll.
Okay.
These guys are going to go ahead and make their acrobatics checks.
Got a 4.
You got a 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to give these guys half cover since they are standing behind the window.
What's
Half cover?
so like now if you use a destiny point for the roll,
Actually, no, it
please.
wouldn't be half cover because you're already up at the window. Like you've moved up to the window to them, so there would be no half cover. So the way destiny points work is you can either spend one preemptively, and that turns all threes into successes, or after the fact to just add automatic wins. So this first guy, he is going to get a 4. So the first guy is going to dodge your arrows as you loose this heavy warbow. The second guy is also going to dodge your arrows. God darn. So you go ahead, you move up, and you guys are both kind of like, it's like this, you guys are like throwing knives and shooting at each other through this window and nothing happens. Gale, you go ahead and move forward here. And I will let you. No, you cannot see anybody. You cannot see anybody.
Yeah, bad angle.
I'll say. Actually, I'll be nice. I'll say that this guy, when he tripped him through, like moved around and was like trying to position behind him. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Make me a ranged attack. What kind of magic are you using?
I'm using aircraft.
Okay.
Yeah, I said aircraft. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 76.
And this guy is going to get to try to dodge.
Isn't he grappling? What's his face though?
He's not. He only staggered him.
Ah, gotcha.
I did the dip, so
I got 2.
You got a 2.
Got a 2.
Man, this is not
You
going your
guys.
guys later, dude. This is not going your guys' way. He gets a 2 too. So as you go ahead and you line up your shot here, he's going to go ahead and see it coming, and he's going to sidestep it as it kind of like barges out, and this like spike of wind is going to slam into the door and shatter it.
Ow.
Okay. Turn order resets. First to declare is Gale.
All right. Well, shit, that didn't work. Huh. Dang, it's too clustered up, man. I can't get an area attack in there. Wait, the door is shattered, right?
Yeah, the door does not exist anymore.
So I can just see right in there, or at least a little
Yeah,
bit.
you can see this guy around the corner.
Let me think here. What I got? I don't really have much that's good. All right, Gale is gonna see all this, and he's gonna start falling. Let's use the ruler. He's gonna start falling back to this tree here for want of not getting stabbed. And as he does, so I can let's see, range. So standard means that for every 4 dice I have, I can target 1 person, right?
Correct. But if anything over that, if you've taken all of your engageable opponents for that turn and somebody attacks you after that, then you are flanked. They attack you with advantage.
Gotcha. So I don't want to use that. I also can't use a cone or a spear because I might blast what's his face.
I'm giving you 15 more seconds.
All right. I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna use an air an air ranged attack to blast anyone who comes at me, or any enemy that I can see.
Okay, sounds good. Malgon is going to go ahead. He is going to draw his Dane axe, and he is going to run around here and get into the fight here. So he's going to run in, and anybody that he passes by as he moves through here, he is going to chop them. Crater, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna take my Dane axe and I'm just gonna try to attack everyone I can. I'm gonna prioritize these 2 right here.
Okay.
2 to my left and then the 2 to my right.
Sounds good. This red brand thug out here is just going to he's been staggered.
And then I'm gonna move to them even if they leave. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. It's just gonna be a big slaughter fest in there. So you got this one out here, Squath. He is going to just try to fucking slit your throat with his 2 knives. Oh no, he doesn't have any knives.
Yeah, he's disarmed.
Ooh, fuck. He's gonna try to crawl back inside. Because he's like, fuck! And he's gonna try to... He's not gonna go for his weapon. He's just gonna try to crawl inside. And actually, I'll mark it so I remember what to do with him. Boop. Okay, so this guy's just like screaming and running as you're about to spear him to death. This guy here, he is going to move forward and go fight. He's gonna go fight whoever charges in, where he can see what's his name charging in, and he's going to move forward as well. And then this one out here, okay. These guys around the side here are going to, the two that attacked you last round are also going to attack you again. And then this one guy over here, he is also going to lay into you. They're going to all try to get to you because you're staggered right now. So they're going to try to pile onto you. Okay. Okay. Next to go would be Squath.
I'm basically, as this guy is trying to climb through the window, gonna just stab him to death.
You can stab it, and
then-
you can still move inside and stab these other guys.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna climb through the window and try and help the people that are attacking Crater, or try and attack the people that are attacking Crater.
So you, because you have a spear, you can engage only 2 people per like round. So I'm gonna say you're gonna fight this guy out here, and then you're gonna stab this guy in the back. But it's nice because you're so fast, nobody else can get into like this is perfect because nobody else can engage you right now because your turn order is so high. Aeronoth, you will look down and you see this craziness going on above. You can jump down on people if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna jump down kind of stealthily here and try to get a sneak shot on 2 of them while they're
Sure.
about to. While they're trying to stab Crater.
Okay, would you like to do so? I will let you say there's like rafters up here. You can either, would you like to go for these 2 here? These 2 are trying to attack when Malgon moves in. These 2 are the ones that are stabbing Crater here. So I'm gonna say I'll allow you to kind of crawl around in the rafters and fall on whoever you'd like.
Yeah, I'll go with the one that's the 2 that are on Crater.
Okay, sounds good. So that's gonna happen first. So you were gonna go ahead. You're gonna crawl into the building up here. You're up on the rafters. I'm gonna make them a perception at disadvantage. I need you to make me a stealth real quick. They get a 0. So they are in combat. They are not looking up. What'd you get?
Versus my 5.
Yeah. So okay. You're gonna drop. Go ahead, make me your combat roll. This is going to be, just a flat combat roll. And, if you're dropping onto them, I do need you to go ahead and assist that with acrobatics.
Okay.
Assist with acrobatics. And this is versus their 1.
Okay.
You may want to use a preemptive destiny to like one-shot these guys.
Yeah, fuck him up.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
Hold on, where? There it is. Combat roll. Let me roll.
And what's cool is we can do that. So while you're rolling that, we can all, because that's going to happen. Squath, go ahead and make your combat roll real quick. We can take it two things at once here. This guy has no dagger. He is just running acrobatics. So he gets a 5d6 to dodge.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, you're gonna get a level 2 on both of these guys. Squath, he gets a 3 on his acrobat. Oh no, but he's at. I'm gonna say he's at disadvantage because he. Oh, but still wouldn't matter. He's still got a 3.
And I got a 5 successes on my combat roll.
Okay, cool. So we'll do Aeronoth first. So Aeronoth, you get a level 2 off of each of these guys. These 2 guys here next to Crater. What would you like to do? You could disarm them. You could bonk them.
1 second. I have to open the victory levels sheet
You're
real quick.
good.
I'm gonna go with Yeah, I'm gonna go with disarmament for sure.
Cool. So you go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm gonna disarm one, and I will give a medium injury to another.
Okay, so I'll say the one on the right you disarm. So I'm gonna put his light on. So he's been disarmed. This one on the left, he's going to take an injury. Boom. Okay.
Nice.
Squath, go ahead. How do you stab? So actually, real quick, Aronoff, how do you disarm and how do you injure this guy?
So as I'm coming down, I'm going to slap the knife out of the guy on the right's hand, and then I'm gonna, in an upward motion. So after I've come down and kind of hurt the guy's hand and make him drop the knife, I'm gonna swing back up to hit the guy between the legs.
Nice, cool. And you hear like a satisfying crunch as you give him a hairline fracture and his like leg goes numb. Squath, you got a level 2 victory over this guy crawling through the window here. What would you like to do?
Let's do a medium injury to
How do
him.
you do
Basically,
it?
just stabbing him in the back.
You kind of go ahead and you feel like the satisfying. And actually, what's the armor? I just want to check. Your penetration of your spear is 3.
Let me check for you real quick.
I think
where,
it is.
where is it? Is it say that on the
Yeah, combat.
actual?
It should be combat rolls. So where
okay.
your spears should say.
Yeah, it says 3. It's
Yeah,
3.
you pierce his armor and you just drive it, and you feel it like it's like you kind of punch through one of his ribs as you don't get deep into his sternum, but you see blood begin to gush out as he like flails through the window here, and he's gonna fall on his he's gonna slipping in his blood here. You are able to crawl in, and you also attack this guy. This guy, he is going to make his combat roll. What was your just keep in mind, I think you got a. What was your
5?
5? That's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy is going to go ahead, roll his attacks here. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get a level 1 victory over this guy.
Okay. Let's stagger him.
Okay.
Basically tripping him with the back of the spear or something like that.
Sounds good. I'm going to light his torch here so that I know that he is staggered. This guy won't be staggered after this round, so I'll turn off his torch. Okay. So this guy already went. This guy here, he is attacking Crater, but now he has a medium injury. Crater, you are at disadvantage because you are staggered. So this guy is going to roll. He is thrusting, trying to get through your armor. He is... Oh, nope. Take 2 dice from the left side away from that. So he got 1. Thank God, he got a 3.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I got an
2,
8.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Wait,
7,
wait,
8.
wait, hold on. Oh yeah, and only 1
Oh, wait,
disadvantage. No, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5,
7.
6, 7. Oh my gosh, that was insane.
Yeah, what can I say? Crater's kind of
So that's 7 versus a
Just that
3. That's a level 4. What's your armor penetration on your axe?
I believe it's 3.
Double
I
check
will
for me.
double check. Yep.
It's 3.
No, it's 2.
That's fine. They only have 2 armor.
Absolutely
You deal level
crunked.
4. Damn. What? You want to dismember him?
Yeah, I want to...
Aronoff had a good play there, because if he hadn't done that, man, and the guy without his dagger, oh man, you're gonna kill both of them.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, Crater is
On,
going
boys.
to take his Dane axe, right? It's the injured one, right?
So the one on the left is injured. The one on the right doesn't have his weapons now.
Okay, and the one on the left was the one I got a level 4 just
Yes.
now, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so he's going to try and attack me, and I'm gonna take my Dane axe and kind of like just chop it at his kneecap, right? So
Ooh.
it just fucking cuts his lower knee, everything below the
Chop
knee
his leg off.
Yeah.
He's gonna fall onto the ground, like grasping his stump leg as he's just gushing blood, like screaming in pain on the ground. Okay. This guy to his right, he's going to attack you. So as he was in the mid-process of like slicing you with his dagger, you got his weapons knocked out of his hand. So his fist is coming towards you. So he's gonna roll unarmed here. 1 second. So that would be minus those dice. So it's 46. Oh man, he's gonna die too. Wow, 4 versus your 7. What? Dude, this is his bare hands. This guy's a badass. Wait, is that right? That can't be right. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. Technically, that, because 5d6, wait, base 3, plus his reflex. He didn't have skill. I'm sorry, so it's only a level 3, so you get 7, you get another 4 over this guy.
This was gonna be what I just chopped the
chop his
leg
leg.
of the other guy. He's going to run and try to hit me. I'm gonna dodge, and that arm that he used to really like you push forward and punch me with, I'm gonna slice it off.
Okay. As like limbs just start falling on the ground, he is going to like slide into the wall as you've just severed his arm right by his shoulder, and he's just gushing blood, screaming in pain. So this guy technically has so a dismember is technically a level 3 injury, but it disables one of their limbs. So this guy is incapacitated. I know, Shmigel, leave me alone. This guy is incapacitated. Oh, and this guy already have a level 2, so this guy goes unconscious on the right. He's done. The other guy's
Nice.
screaming here. Okay, now these guys are going to rush forward here and attack Malgon when he comes in. Hold on. What if Brock's character dies during this? That'd be hilarious.
That'd be really awkward.
That'd be really funny. Crater, and then Malgon comes in here. So Malgon's going to blitz inside. And he is going to... He can move through friendly occupied... Oh, well, this guy's unconscious, so it doesn't matter. So he's going to run over here. And he is going to, like, swing over Aeronoth and attack these two dudes. Okay, let me just roll against myself here. So... this first guy is going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the bad guys. Next to go will be Malgon.
You can use his destiny point, right?
I won't. He'll be fine.
All right.
96.
Time to roll absolute coal.
1,
Oh, never
2,
mind.
3, 4, 5. Okay, so he gets a 5 versus the other guy's 5, so they clash and neither of them make any headway. Okay, and then I'm going to roll for the other guy who is rolling with the thrusting point. He gets a 1, 2. Malgon, 1 second. Malgon's going to deal a serious injury to this guy. So Malgon's going to go ahead and to clash with the other guy, he's going to like push him back with his axe, and he's going to go ahead in a big chopping motion, bring it down into this guy's collarbone, and like between his neck and his collarbone, like chop into his shoulder as this guy screams in pain. Okay.
Is that the left guy or the right guy?
We'll say right guy.
Yeah. Also, we skipped my turn. I did say I was going to attack 2 more people.
And you did say you were going to move.
I did say I would move to get them. If I
Okay,
needed to.
so to be on, that is a very vague one in general, but we'll just like in general just say I'm gonna go right or left. It doesn't. It's fine. It's cool. So do you want to go right or left?
I said I was gonna attack the 2 guys to my left, right,
Okay.
and then the 2 guys to my right. So both the one Squath attacked and the uninjured one.
Okay, perfect. And what was your combat roll for this round?
That was 7. I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I believe this guy here. Let me look. Squath, you staggered this guy, if I'm remembering. And
Yes, yeah, he staggered.
do you remember your combat roll this round? If you don't, it's
Mine?
Yeah. I think yours was
Mine's
like a
5, yeah.
5. So he had a 4. So you're versus his 4, Zammy.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and it's your 4 versus, what was your roll? Like 8 or something, or 7?
7.
Okay, you get a level 3 on this guy as well. Oh,
Okay.
actually, hold on. Give me 1 second here. I do need to go back and check because... Okay, so this was his roll here versus... Okay, so because you staggered him, you gave him disadvantage, Squath. So you turned his... And you got 5. Oh, I want to find this. No, they didn't affect him. It did not affect him. He got all 6s. Okay, so go ahead and make your level 3 on this guy.
I just want to do a serious injury, take my axe and try to axe him and plunge it into his gut.
You do so, and you bury it in, you pull it out, and red crimson now speckles the ground as the blood begins gushing out of his sternum as he cries in pain. Okay, and then I'll let you move over here and hit one more person. Do you want to hit the guy on the... I'm assuming you're going to go around the... you can walk through here. So you can hop up here. No, I'm sorry, nobody hopped up on the table. You walk around here. The one on the right was the one that took the serious injury. Let me check his dice here. Because this guy didn't do as good as his friend. So that was... Oh, and right, you disarmed... No, that guy's on the ground. So you're 7 versus his... 1, 2... No, that wasn't his. This is why I need to... I think it's versus his 2. Yeah. So, you deal 5 to this guy. How do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm just going to, off with his head, you know?
You go ahead and you just fucking decapitate this dude as you like drive your axe through his like neck and just rip his head off. He's going to fall on the ground spattered in blood. Okay. That was an intense combat. And then, Gale, you run over to the tree.
Yep. I'm a coward.
And can you see anybody? Hold on. I can't see anybody from where you are, but I'm trying. Nah, you can't.
Yeah, I can. I can see a monkey boy, but that's it.
That's so you run to the tree. Okay, turn order resets. Gale, what would you like to do? You hear a lot of screams of pain inside.
Gale like walks behind the tree, and he's like, oh, there's no one there. All right, perfect. And then he's gonna move back to the pillar again, but this time he's probably gonna see all the blood that's inside, and then he's probably gonna run away.
Okay.
So yeah, Gale's gonna move the pillar, and then he's probably gonna like see all that. He's like, oh god, and he's gonna like fall to the ground, like scramble away to the right.
Okay, sounds good. Malgon is going to go ahead. So this guy here, if I'm not mistaken, he hasn't taken any damage. So Malgon is going to go ahead and attack this guy right here, right in front of him. So here, let me clear this up so people can actually understand what's going to happen here. Yeah, but Malgon is going to go ahead and just attack the guy in front of him. Crater, what would you like to do? Malgon is attacking this guy in front of him.
Is the guy to the left of the door? He's conscious right now, right?
He's conscious. He has a serious injury, and he was staggered last round.
Okay.
So he's in bad. It's bad for him.
Crater's feeling a little bit of bloodlust. He's going to take his Dane axe, attack the man in front of him, and then he's going to rush over to the one next to Squaff.
Okay, sounds good.
Assisting with Woodsman.
Okay. This red brand thug here, he has a medium injury from Squaff. He is going to dive out the window again. He's going to try to flee, and he is taking the defensive action, and he is just trying... I'm going to just use all of his movement to run away, as he does not want to die, and he has his hands up. I can't surrender! This guy, he's no longer in turn order. This guy, he is going to go ahead. He's being attacked by 2 of you. He is going to go ahead and just try to slash you fuckers. This guy, he is no longer in turn order. I will remove him. Next to declare is this guy. He is no longer in turn order. I will remove him. That was a good round. This guy here, fighting you, Squaff, he has a serious injury. He is going to go ahead and with like fire in his eyes, go out in a blaze of glories, and he's going to try to slit your throat. Okay. And then Squaff, your turn. to declare?
I'm going to attack the guy that is trying to slice my throat, and then try and catch the guy who's escaping through the window
Sounds
after that.
good. Okay, last to declare is Aronoff. I gotta say, Tim had the best play. Like, he set up all of that, because otherwise I was
Yeah.
gonna gank up on. That was really good, Tim.
Yeah, I know. I'm smooth with it.
That was good.
Um,
Because I thought, like, I had you guys. I had him staggered, but you bonked them before I could do anything.
I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna attack the same guy that Malgon's attacking,
Okay. Easy
and
enough. You could still
I can
run
engage.
back over and attack this guy too.
yeah, I was about to say I can engage someone else, so I might just like.
And what's,
What I'm gonna do is
go ahead.
I'm gonna like attack the first guy and then throw. Can I throw my?
You can
my
throw
staff?
it. It won't be very. You'll have to. We'll have to nerf your combat roll because you're not really good at throwing it, and it's not a thrown weapon. But we can
Okay.
flavor-wise totally do that if you want.
Yeah, I kind of want to be a little tasty with it.
We can do something cool. Cool. So
Okay.
your turn is going to happen. So you go ahead. You're gonna attack this guy first. So this guy, as you three gang up on him, 1 second. So you won't get this, but the third person who attacks this guy will. Oh no, never mind, because he's rolling 76. So no, nobody. He has enough where he's not gonna get outflanked by you guys here. He's just gonna like try to fight for his life. So go ahead and make me your combat roll, sir. And he will do the same.
I got 4 successes.
He got 2. You get a level 2 victory. What's your armor penetration? Actually, don't worry about the armor penetration, but you do have a level 2 victory.
My armor penetration is 5.
Yeah, so his armor doesn't matter.
Let's see. I guess I'll do a medium injury to both.
Cool. So you go ahead. How do you do it?
Well, the first, I run up to the first one and kind of like a pool stick. I kind of shoot his head like the cue ball from like under his chin.
You break
And
his
then
jaw.
while I'm doing this, like I'm also like leaning towards the other guy, and I start to then like push off the floor quickly and run back and kind of just hit him in the arm.
Okay, let me make his. He is taking the defensive. He has a medium injury and he's taking defensive. Okay. So he would have a 5d6 acrobatics, but he is down to a 3 because he's injured, and he is going to be at advantage because he is defending this round. So he gets 3 successes. What'd you get? How many wins did you get, Aronoff, this round?
I had 4.
You deal a level 1.
Okay. Well then, for him, let's just do a stagger.
So
I'm gonna hit him in the arm.
One thing you would
He's-
know, the stagger isn't going to do anything this round. If you look at his dice, he has 6, 6, 5. Stagger's not going to affect him this round. Because basically if any of those dice were a 4, then it would take it down. But because he rolled it this round, he just rolled good. Chances are it just didn't hurt him. Minor injury would remove one of those dice this round. Just so you know. But you don't have you can do it whatever way you want.
I'm still gonna stick with the stagger. I'm gonna rely on my teammates.
Oh, but you do half his movement speed though, which is good. Stagger does half his movement speed. Let me peruse his movement speed here real quick. So he has 40, so he can only go 20. Okay, good to know. Good turn. He is staggered. I will turn on his torch. Squaff, you're gonna attack this first guy here. He is going to roll his dice. Roll your dice, sir. And also, I probably should be doing this from now on. I should say, just so I remember my. Yeah, let's do Red Rand.
I got 4.
Sir, 1. Hold on, let me go ahead and. That's just for my memory's sake. He is attacking you with 76. I'm going to remove the first 2 dice here. 1, 2. So he gets a 1 versus you. What'd you get?
4.
You get a level 3. What do you want to do? This is going to render him. If you do an injury, if you do a medium or serious injury, he will sum up to 5 dice injuries and he'll go unconscious.
Yeah, we're gonna basically just stab him straight through the shoulder, and do a serious injury to him.
Cool. And you drive it in and you pin him to the wall and you twist. And as you do, you feel like tendons and bone crunch as he's gonna scream in pain and goes into shock, collapsing onto the ground. Okay, cool. And then you are going to run over to here. Remember your combat roll there. This guy is going to run this way. He has a 3 versus you this turn. But let me check his movement here. Hold on 1 second. I don't think he can get out of the window.
Yeah, he's staggered.
Hold on. He has 40 total. And that's going to count as difficult terrain. So it's... Here, let me count this here. So it's 2 to get to there. It's 1 to get... So boom. Okay, so he could get outside, but you're going to attack him first. So go ahead. You're versus his 3. Squaff, how many wins did you get this round?
4.
Okay, you can get a level 1 victory over this guy.
He still doesn't have his weapons, right?
This guy does not have his weapons. He's just dodging this round, basically. So he's dodging, and he took the defensive modifier, so he can't hurt anybody this round, but he gets advantage on protecting himself.
Can we just do a shove to keep him from getting out of the window?
Can't actually. If you would like, if you enter into close quarters combat with him. So you could either do you could do either. I think a shove actually would be more optimal here. You could shove him back into the room.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you can position yourself here. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be nice. What is your lift?
It is. I don't have any points in it, but I have.
Fine. So you can move him 1 tile. So I'm gonna say you shove him back. So you shove him. He's trying to flee out the window, and you shove him back into the room here, and he is not able to escape the room. Okay, cool. This guy here, he is out of turn order here. You rendered him unconscious. This guy here, he is still staggered. He'll be staggered next round. This guy here gets his turn. He's just attacking everybody. So he attacked Aronoff. Aronoff did a medium injury to this guy. This was his attack roll 1, 2. This guy has a 2. Okay. Next to go would be Crater. Crater, would you go ahead and make your attack roll? It's versus his 2.
Yeah, that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And then I assisted with Woodsman.
Go ahead.
That is a neutral.
Okay.
So 6 wins.
Versus 2, level 4. How do you want to do this? Actually, no. Technically, he'll go unconscious. He will not be dead. I'm gonna be better now. You guys have to finish them off on the ground if you really want them dead. So this guy, you're doing a level 4, so you can do a lethal injury where he'll bleed out. You could do a dismember, which will chop off a limb and he'll probably bleed out. But like, they're still alive for the last couple of minutes on the ground. So choose as you want, sir.
Crater is going to take his Dane axe and swing it into his gut.
Okay, you do, and you see a giant splurt of blood as he and he's gonna fall to his knees and just like cough blood as he is moaning on the ground, calling for his mom. Okay, and then you said you were going over to attack this guy, and you just chop this. Yeah, and you and you finish this guy off on the ground. So how do you want to do this guy on the ground? He's like he's just been stabbed through the shoulder.
Yeah, I am going to start swinging down onto his chest. I'm going to do it once, and again, and again, and again, until he is nothing.
This is a fucking blood wall over here now. You basically just repeat chopping your axe as you do. Malgon, there's nothing left to attack. I am going to say a combat is over. for this, as this guy is not going to fight anymore, as he's going to get on his knees and like plead for you guys not to kill him. Let me change the music here real quick. Actually, we're just going to go back to the music we had on before. If you guys would like to change, kind of calmer Western ambiance. This bar room in here is a absolute bloodbath. It's insane. There's just blood everywhere, especially this corner over here. It's like a painting. This guy's gonna go, ooh, stop, don't chop me. I'll tell you whatever you want. Just don't fucking kill me. Stop, please. And he's gonna like get on his knees.
Kratos gonna slowly walk towards him with his axe dragging on the ground.
I'm
leaving
gonna
a
say
trail
this
of
is
blood.
the cocky guy from before. Whatever you want, man. Look, I ain't gonna start shit, okay? We can work something out. I didn't mean nothing by it, man. What are you doing?
As Gale's like
Well,
running over
stop talking. Let him do his thing. Go ahead. What are you doing?
Crater is completely drowned in blood. He's gonna stand there.
Actually, I want you to make me a willpower check. You fail it. You really want to kill this guy.
I'm gonna take my Dane axe. He is on his knees.
Yes.
I am going to raise it up into the air, and I'm aiming for his neck.
And go ahead, make me a attack roll at super advantage. As it's happening, Gale, you can begin to run over now. That is a lot of wins.
That is a 7.
Yeah.
There's a 7.
How do you want to do it?
I am going to dig it into his
Gale,
neck.
right
It
as you
doesn't
walk
go
in, you're seeing
completely
this.
all the way. It doesn't go completely all the way through, right? So Crater is going to rip the axe out, and he is going to do one more fatal swing and decapitate him. And then he is going to take his axe and start hitting his body over and over and over, and he doesn't seem like he's going to stop.
Okay. Gale, you walk into this.
Gale like walks in and is like, alright, I think everything's go. Oh, and he's like trips over our body and like looks down, and there's like bloody, dismembered corpses. He sees Crater over there splitting apart this headless corpse. He's like, he's just gonna run out, and just like run to the side here and just start vomiting on the floor, like fall on the ground. He just falls to the ground, just starts losing his lunch.
Awesome. Aeronoth, or actually Squath, what are you doing?
Spoth is kind of just wandering around, looking at the bloodbath in front of him, sort of not really bothered by it, but kind of just taking it all in.
You've killed bandits and stuff before.
Yeah, it's not bothering him. He's just kind of.
You feel like, I mean, you don't want this, but like you guys were attacked and you guys finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aeronoth, what about you?
Aeronoth doesn't know how to react to this kind of violence. He's kind of just sitting there, mouth open, like, okay.
And Malgon here, I think Brock would approve. He's just gonna walk over to you guys and just put one chop into each of them. Not in like the way that Crater's doing it. He's just being efficient. He's just making sure that nobody's gonna get up. And he's gonna then walk over to Crater, and he's going to go ahead and put a hand on his shoulder and say it's time to stop. He's dead.
Crater slightly pushes his shoulder back into him. He's gonna stand there for a second and take a few sips back. Little piggies are done. He's gonna throw his Dane axe onto the ground and pull a nearby chair and sit on it.
Okay, very cool. Okay. What would you guys? I mean, this is all up to you guys now. As you guys kind of see, actually, I will say this. How about this? You guys see over here as a head kind of pokes in and goes, "Now, are we all good?" And you actually no. First, the seal will be Gale. Gale, you see the town master kind of coming around the corner and going like. He goes like, "Gentlemen, we can all, no need for violence in the town." And he looks, he's like, "What?" And he's like, "What are you vomiting about, you puss?" And as he like looks inside, he just sees this fucking bloodbath, and he's gonna also fall to the ground and begin vomiting.
like mood kindred.
Okay.
Yeah,
Malgon is going to look around and say, "Somebody go get the sheriff." and he goes, "Oh wait, there is no sheriff." And then I think Malgon's going to kind of look around and he's gonna walk in the back and look for some ale.
Gale is just like Gale slowly recovers, he helps himself up with the barrel and is what the oh god, what the fuck?
I know.
What
The fuck happened to you? What did you? And the town master kind of like he's not really looking inside. He goes, "Did you kill all of them?"
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Oh god. Gale's gonna look inside again. He's like instantly flinch back. He's like, I can't. I need to. I need to. He just like stumble over here. It's like I need a second. Okay.
You know what? Hold on. I got an idea. So the town master's gonna walk and he goes, oh, and he's got his handkerchief on his mouth. He goes, well, look, and he's gonna walk up to Crater. Look, Sheriff, I'm glad that this was dealt with, but man, this was extreme.
It's what was needed to be done.
I know. So, look, I think you can be our new sheriff now. For the time being, I'm gonna. Oh man. Look, the reality is, and he kind of gestures around. This is gonna make things only worse now. There's a lot more of them.
We can take them.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and officially deputize you, and look at all of you. Everyone here as Tuntin, and he's gonna vomit in his mouth a little bit more. Deputies, if you don't take care of this, they will kill everyone in this town, including me. Malgon's gonna walk around the corner here with a cask of ale in his thing he's just drinking. He goes, "Don't worry, we'll get him."
How much is our wage? Since we're new sheriffs and all.
I can have a contract for hire of, let's say, 100 bronze coin to remove the red brand threat. Hey?
150.
Make me a communications check at advantage. I will make him a willpower check, which is very low for him. Yeah.
That's 2.
He kind of nods his head. 150 it is. Take care of it quickly, and good day, deputies. He's gonna kind of look and walk out.
Gale's walking back over, Gale bumps into him. He's like, "Oh, good to." He looks at the bloodbath again. Oh God, he walks away again.
Yeah, the town master's gonna go ahead and walk off. What would you guys like to do?
Gale's leaning over these barrels here. It's
everybody can gain a destiny point, and I will add one to Malgon's sheet as well.
Gale's gonna call out to the people inside and say, no one's dead, right? Ours, they're dead. They're definitely dead.
Malgon says there's a lot of dead people.
Yeah, I know. But our people, the people with us, are they dead? Are they alive?
No, we're fine.
Okay.
Let's get in here.
I would rather not. It's rather red. I don't like.
So here, guys, pause. Somebody take initiative and do something, or otherwise, I'm going to make something else happen.
Yeah. Gale's gonna try to step towards the door, and he's gonna try to step inside, and he's like, okay. He's gonna try to step around the blood puddles. I'm gonna roll a willpower check here, cause
sure.
This is this major.
We'll set
fear
this
for
you as a CL4. This is difficult.
Okay, I'm gonna use because I have 3. I'm gonna use a preemptive destiny point in this for advantage. I get a 5.
Yep, you were able to keep your cool and push down whatever feelings you're having right now.
Okay, don't worry, Gale. It's all right. Just innards and blood. Okay, he's gonna step over this table.
Gale.
Okay. Okay. Yes. He's gonna
right?
He's gonna look in this direction to try to keep his eyes away from the blood. He's gonna say, "We need to find things like documents, or are any of them alive? Anyone?"
Nah.
No.
No.
Okay. We need search their bodies for documents, something. Oh god, I'm gonna sit down. He sits down.
As you guys
Crater
are
Sand.
in there, you guys see people, townspeople have begun gathering outside. You see a couple heads like peeking around, but there's like probably like 8 or 9 people outside right now after hearing the commotion.
Crater gets up from his chair and he goes outside and addresses the crowd outside. This has nothing to do with you. Get on with your day.
They're gonna just all like disperse and run away. You do see one person isn't going to walk away. You can see Barton of the Barton of Bedrock, that guy. He is going to walk forward and like while everyone else disperses, he's gonna wait for everybody else to leave, and he's gonna walk up and he goes, "Did you get him?"
Take a look for yourself. And
He kind
Crater
of
steps back.
he looks in and he is unfazed by this. He kind of nods his head. Good. We'll clean this up here. I heard that you all got deputized by the town master there. Good fucking riddance. We're gonna we'll elect somebody new next time. He's gonna look around. He's gonna kick one of these guys in the head. Fucking punks. Okay. Well, there's still more of them somewhere out there. I'll go ahead and me and Sister Ground will take care of this here. It's too bad you leave any of them alive. I know they got a hideout somewhere around here.
Nah.
I don't think they did. Okay, they're all pretty stupid. Maybe one of them like made himself a note of where the hideout was because he didn't want to forget. They seem dumb enough to do that. Maybe.
Let's search their bodies, and if you guys would like, so I'm gonna
do that.
I need everybody in here to make me. We will call this a. We'll just say you search their bodies. You're just checking their pockets. No roll necessary. I'm gonna say, Aronoth, are you helping?
Sure.
Aronoth, you are able to find what appears to be a journal in the guy who got split open here. It's in a satchel off to the side, and if you'd like, you can read it. And some of these guys have journals. Some of these guys have various things. But you begin reading over the journal. You do find a particular passage where it's a recent one, and it talks about something about detaining the sheriff, and that they took him in the secret way. And it sounds by like when you're reading it, I'd like you to make me a general knowledge check. This is going to be a CL2.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, that's what I thought. This is not looking good. Where are my dice? Oh, there they are. I got 1 success.
Yeah, whatever it was, it goes over your head.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will say we'll do Squath now. Squath, you're able to search the guys. I need you,
I
Squath.
don't know, just look at this useless book, I'm just thinking, whatever, this is a useless journal, and I just kind of like toss it.
Okay. Somebody else can grab it in a minute. Real quick, Squath, go ahead, make me a general knowledge check. You're going to be looking at one of these guys. And actually, what I want you to do, Squath, you may... this can count as... let me check here. But because your vocation was a guard, and you were actually trained to you've investigated things before. I would like this to be technically a vocation knowledge check. So let me check here real quick. So on your sheet, the way that would work is... So you have a level 2 in guard. So you're going to be rolling 66 for a general knowledge check as you look over this guy's body.
Okay. Let's see here. I got 2.
Okay. You kind of peek over this guy's body. While nothing really stands out, one thing does in particular. You do notice on this guy's shoes, they appear to have, because all the ground and the dirt around here is all red. This dirt appears to be kind of like brownish and stuff, and it's like caked deep into his like between the treads of his shoes, and that kind of perplexes you because it's like, well, I mean the only dirt around here that's brown is deep. Everything on the topsoil is clay, so that does kind of perturb you for a second.
One of the people has his leg chopped off, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up his leg with its shoe still on it and hand it to Gale and ask him, say this is interesting, what he thinks about it.
Gale's like looking at the tail
Whoa,
right now.
wait, say it in character.
Yeah. Gale,
Not
no,
you,
Gale, like,
not you, Squath.
Oh yeah.
Gale, look at this the shoe. It's covered in a brownish dirt, but everything around here is clay. What do you think of that?
Gale's like looking at the tail right now, like trying to keep his eyes away from the slaughter. He's like, look up. He's like, oh, that might mean, oh god. He's like flinch away from the severed legs. Like, okay, that might mean that they are past the topsoil, which means they might be underground. Can I just have the shoe? Remove it from the leg.
Squath is going to take the shoe off and kind of just throw the leg to the side and then slam the shoe on the table, set it there in front of Gale.
Gale's gonna like take the boot and he's gonna look it over. He's like, yes, this is non-topsoil dirt. Means that they're likely underground somewhere. All right, have you found anything else? Has anyone found anything else?
Aeronaut, you guys would have seen Aeronaut throw the journal.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go over where Aeronaut is. Says the journal. Can I see that?
It's on the table right now. We'll say.
Awesome. Gale's gonna grab that. He's gonna open it up, start reading through it with his smart boy eyes.
Yeah. Make me a general knowledge check, please. Level 2.
General knowledge. Level 2.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to roll that because I am a smart boy. I got a 3.
So you can interpret from this. It seems like one of the things that stands out to you is that the time it takes for them to get from their camp, he calls it, to Tuntin is extremely brief. Which kind of, I mean, it must be right around here. Like it must be in like a derelict building or something. Like they're close. Like they talk about like being able to hear the town from camp.
Okay, and I'm gonna read through some more. Does it seem like this tavern was a forward operating base of theirs?
It kind of just seems like they kind of just like when they're causing all this trouble in town and stuff, they just literally forced out certain residents that like left because they didn't want to deal with it, and they just assumed this tavern as their little drinking spot to keep kind of an eye on the town. 1 second here, let me check something for you. Un momento. I gotta scroll down here. I want to make sure. So you do know that this place is called the Napping Giant, and you do read in here that, and it's not quite clear what they mean, but in the book it says that while in camp it's really important that they're wearing their lavender cloaks for some reason. Apparently he's scared of something in the crypt of some kind.
Okay, he's gonna read through and say, all right, important thing, gather their cloaks, as many as you can, we'll need to clean them off. Gather them up, apparently important. Their camp is noted to be extremely close to the town, so that means they're likely in some kind of ruins close by. We should check the abandoned buildings nearby. Additionally, this man has terrible handwriting. And
you see as Barton here kind of looks at you guys and goes, if it's close by, well, if it's close by, it's a building, and it's got something underground, then there's only one place that could be.
Which is?
Rosen Manor. It's the big one up on the hill that's been torn down. I think there's a cellar down there or something, but I mean, that whole place has been collapsed forever. Nobody goes over there, but that would make sense how they're this close to the town.
Yeah, it would.
All right. Well, if you guys would like, and he kind of like nods his head. Not a problem. And he's gonna go ahead here, and he's gonna pass on by you, and he's going to walk off and apparently go get some help to go clean up these bodies. We're gonna go ahead for there, unless someone wants to do anything real quick. We're gonna end this session.
Yeah. Gale's gonna say one thing. He's gonna look at the other and say, if what the mayor said was true, and there's a lot more of them, I'm assuming that these idiots, he like gestures around to them, then like looks away quickly, that these were just like the scouts or the less worse men. We need to prepare. We need to prepare, gather their belongings. We'll do something with them, and then we'll need to prepare. We'll ask the mayor, Borden. We'll ask them if there's like a smithy or some kind of like armory or barracks. We need to prepare, basically. If there's gonna be more of them. Why are you people so good at killing? How did you do this?
Malgon just kind of looks at you, and he goes, "It's a living."
You do this for a living, okay?
I'm a
Explains
fucking
lot.
mercenary. As he's gonna go grab, like he's just like taking a giant keg of ale, and he goes, "And I want all their loot." He's gonna call out to Barton, "We're gonna sell all this."
Yes.
And he
I'm
kind of
going to get something to drink.
okay.
He goes go in the back and looks for some booze.
And with that, we will end that session there, unless there's anything else anybody would like to do. So for all of your for your first combat thing here in town, everyone gain a skill point
Yeah.
to spend how you'd like. So you guys are 2
will.
skill points. Once you guys have acquired a total of 6 skill points that I've given you, you guys will unlock an attribute as well, which is very cool. Cool. Awesome. Well, hey, I'm going to stop this video here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.